Our audio's live.
Woohoo!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hello,
So,
audio.
while I flounder with trying to get Roll20 up on the screen like we normally have,
I have to
Okay.
say the Twitch looking format is looking pretty nice.
thank you. It is not the final format. Shar is working on the final format.
It's looking
but
good.
I figured playing totally not Power Rangers, Saban Don't Sue Us.
We don't use that word.
We can't use those words together. We can say them separately in the same sentence. Maybe.
Got you. Got you.
By
The
playing a
most
game of
powerful of Rangers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel super today. Rangers
Hero-
might be okay.
Heroic woods people.
Oh, good. Good.
Gee,
Oh my
Right.
god.
guys.
Play a Rangers game that's actually just straight up fantasy and everyone's a Ranger.
Yeah,
That was actually
right.
one of
play
play
Dungeons
test
and
campaigns
Dragons.
for the game.
Oh man, we have 5 players today, and I feel like it's gonna be a bit of a zoo, but that's fun. So with this, we actually have, I would guess, Shard, you're the only one. No, you have your own stream, so everyone technically counts as a special guest today.
Oh, excellent.
So I guess we'll start with the regulars, because we may have new people thanks to our not regulars, so we'll start with those. I'll go clockwise, so there, that's in my camera. Shar, introduce yourself, let people know where you're from, all of that, where to find you.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Eargang. My company is called Eargardless. I do graphic design and also streaming with both Bobby here and with Raven Desk Games, and our Vert stream is on Sundays, every other Sunday at 1 Central at Raven Desk Games on Twitch.
All right,
I
so
think I met somebody who is involved with Raven Desk Games. Is there an Alex who's one
Yes.
of?
Alex and Lee and Pete.
Yeah, I think I ran into them at a game store actually, and they
Awesome.
told me about it. Yeah.
nice, small world. So transferring around, we'll have our other special guest who's always here anyways, this time because she technically works for me, Susan.
Hey, I don't technically work for you.
You work for Dan, who works for me.
I don't work for Dan either. I am I'm a lot of things. I'm a comic book writer, novice, hobbyist, GM. Definitely, I've just sort of fallen obsessively into this RPG land. And so my name's Susan, and you can check out my comic Nix on Webtoons. And I think that's about it for today.
All
Oh,
right.
and I have never seen a show that's not called Power Rangers.
I feel like there are some people who have never seen a show that's not called Power Rangers, but I don't think that's what you mean.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan Pridgen, and I am I'm a comedian and role player with Saving Throw show usually on their show Wildcards. Also on the Broken Pact, which is a Dungeons and Dragons show, and whatever else I can talk them into letting me be on, honestly. So, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds way more glamorous, and it's just like it's just what they let me do.
Yeah. It's just like I'm someone who they can talk into showing up like pretty much every night, so I will do it whenever I can.
And then we have Kyle and Kat, 2 of the 3, if I'm not mistaken.
We were trying to host y'all on Twitch, so we were muted. Yes, we are 2 of the 3 members of BPB Games. On Twitch, though, we go by Best Pal Brigade. We are a Savage Worlds ace is the fancy new word for what we do. I'm Kyle. My pronouns are he, him.
Oh, I'm
Who's
Kat.
you?
I'm Kat, she, her. Best Palaver game came actually from our first ever session of
Yeah.
Savage Tokusatsu.
The first campaign we ever did before we learned anything about how to export to YouTube or archive our games was one of the Savage Tokusatsu playtest campaigns.
Yeah, and we all just called ourselves Best Pal Brigade, and that's just how it happened. And the one viewer we had at the time was like, "That's a good name. You should use that.
It's a good name. Sounds friendly.
It sounds real friendly." So
That is awesome. I also don't know why I didn't connect that BPB Games was Best Pal Brigade. Like, I know who Best Pal Brigade is.
Don't even sweat. That is one of the consistent marketing foils that we have, is that we didn't think that one through.
Yeah. Oh no, I have my own issue. This stream is called Savage Adventures because a brand manager told me it was best, since we're focusing on Savage Worlds, to name it specifically Savage Adventures. And everybody's like, is this different than the GM's table? So that'll be changed in 2 weeks, but the name will be used for something else. So don't worry, Shar. Those logos are still getting used.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you about them.
What?
No. All right, we're going to have an ongoing campaign. I think we announced this. I guess it'll announce next week because we recorded it yesterday on Swadecast. But Susan knows about, we've talked about live. We're going to have an ongoing campaign that'll just use that name anyways. So, all right. With this.
Do you know a Mike Rizicki?
Me?
No.
Oh,
Shar.
sorry.
Not that name. I
Yeah,
might
well,
know him, but not by his actual name.
that's okay.
All right.
I just thought we might
So
have run into each other at some point in the past.
I feel like this is like a Powered by the Apocalypse thing, where it's like everyone has a tangent,
Has a bond.
with someone else. Because I am a huge fan of Wild Cards. I watch the ETU game most weeks that I can. I'm a big fan, Jordan.
we've actually rated.
Well, that's really exciting. I'm glad you guys like it.
Yeah, big fan.
I've recently fallen into a certain City of the Mists game that I've been enjoying. A certain Mander character on that.
I loved playing that character because I just got to pretend to be drunk all the time.
Well, yeah, pretend.
Pretend, Jordan.
Yeah.
No, I love that. It's really given me a good sense of the game. So thanks to you guys for doing that. I was trying to get a feel for it, and I thought it was great. I think you guys did a nice job with it.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, pulling around, Jordan, you guys are kind of like the biggest thing in Savage Worlds, shy of Shane and Clint. So,
Well,
Sure.
we just like to play games in our little studio, so we're really happy that people are like watching it and liking it.
all right. So typically, I actually put the heavy lifting of selling what the game is, giving like the quick rundown of the Sangol to the writers. But I guess the best way is tell people what the book provides, because yours is way more of a toolkit than just here is the setting, play the setting.
Yeah. Do you want to do the pitch? She's got water in her mouth. I'll do the pitch.
Want to choke me more? Okay.
So Savage
It's not that kind of
Tokusatsu.
stream.
Sorry.
Oops. We'll keep it PG. Savage Tokusatsu is, like you said, it's a toolkit for Savage Worlds, specifically the Adventure Edition, the thing that just came out, which is just one of our favorite systems. Both of our Best Pal Brigade campaigns are Savage Worlds at the moment, but basically it is a tool set that allows players to emulate their favorite tokusatsu genres, and that includes like
Rangers
Chromatic
with
Hero,
powers.
Saturday morning.
But it also includes magical girls.
Yeah,
And
kaiju rules. There's-
Kaiju. If you like Godzilla, this for you.
there's again, not that
Oh,
word.
sorry. Big lizard man.
If you like big atomic lizards.
If you like God
also-
Lizard.
God
Yeah.
lizards.
Also, that's like half a bit.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
by this point, we've
We've
become so
done it
used
so
to that
much.
bit that we forget other people aren't in on it. But it's a toolkit that will let you run various different types of tokusatsu campaigns, which is just the Japanese word for special filming. It's basically high, well, not even high budget, like high special effects,
Low budget.
special CG techniques, explosions in the background, all of
Yes.
that. And it's mostly just a way to let people explore that genre in one of our favorite role-playing games. It comes with a plot point campaign, a bunch of different ways to make colorful toy-like weapons, ways to do a completely different type of campaign where you battle kaijus and develop super weapons. It's got almost everything you can think of. We pulled from a lot of influences.
Yeah, we did. And
Yeah.
A lot of the things that you can do in the game is just because of things we wanted to see happen in Savage Worlds. So If there's something that you guys are like, man, I really want to do that, we're always like, yeah, let's figure out how the hell that works. So
Yeah, I think I actually messaged you, Kyle, when I was first reading it. You guys have the setting rule emotional support, which is one we're not using in this, where I was like, this is in my setting too. Because I was like, we need ways to talk down monsters that aren't.
yeah.
It's a social conflict because they're not talking, and it's not combat.
It fits very well in like Maho style campaigns where it's like, magical kids dealing with heart problems.
See, I'm using it for a Buffy game because in a Buffy game it's the same thing. But
You could pop into a Buffy game, no problem. You could pop the weapon customization thing into a fantasy game as magic weapons, no problem.
Yes. So with that, I'm going to do a quick rundown of the saying rules we're using. Just super fast because there's so many and you don't use all of them.
I feel like I'm being tested on my homework that I wrote.
Yeah, I will. So I put a couple spins on 2 of them. There will be the transformation regeneration. So the first time in a scene, when you turn into your suit, you will fully heal, lose all fatigue, lose all wounds. The tweak I made is if you get knocked unconscious or knocked where you would die in your normal form, it automatically kicks off. Where it's, he wasn't dead, and you're there.
Okay. The triumphant transformation.
Exactly.
I like that. Oh, that's really sharp.
Then the only other one I did was I tweaked extra effort, which extra effort already exists. You can spend a Benny to add a D6 instead of reroll. Mine is called more explosions. You can only use extra effort while transformed, and every time you use extra effort, an explosion happens behind you.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh man, how many bennies do we get? Can we just spend all of our bennies on that?
Yeah, who's got luck?
What if we just like blow it all right off the bat so we can just have a great pyrotechnic display behind us?
Well,
Right.
I vote yes.
with that, the other ones we're gonna get into, but we're using hobbies because you guys are going to be the classic teens. We're gonna push it a little further back than Rangers with Powers, and this is gonna be late 80s. But you guys aren't Savage Rangers yet. You're normal cool teens, because I made a standard cool teen stat block that I modified for everyone.
Teens with a Z or teens with an S?
2 Z's.
Damn!
And do you spell cool with a K and a W?
A backwards K. Very important.
Yeah, it's a backwards K.
It has to be backwards.
It's all
Sounds
done
like a
in
good
Sharpie, which is really weird because it's digital. I had to do it like on my screen. It took forever to get off. So with that, the first thing, I didn't name these kids. I'm going to give you guys some control over your characters, but we have 6 stereotypes, and you guys can pick, and then you get to name them, and every kid has a hobby, which I just listed the skill as hobby. You also get to pick what their hobby is. Does anyone want to actually be a team leader? Sounds like no one wants to be the team leader.
I
Not a
feel
shocker.
like a leaderless, clot of teenagers sounds like more
We're
fun.
an anarchist collective of teens.
Yes,
That's
all right.
exactly.
Wait, run through what the options are.
Okay, we have a
I don't wanna
team
quit.
leader. Yeah, that's fine. We have a team leader. We have a
Esri will
ninja.
be the leader.
We have a ninja. We have the funny character. We have the flirty character. We have the brooding character. And we have the brainy character.
Oh my god.
Does anyone want to be the brooding character? Because
No.
I do.
The brooding character's color will be green. Because
My
I will.
dice are green, so that works out perfectly.
All
Does
right.
anybody want to be ninja? Because for some reason I do.
Take it.
That's fine.
Go for ninja.
I'll be
So good.
funny.
Oh, that's a fancy sheet.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think Shar took funny, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All just play brooding and just have the like most emo
Oh my God, yeah.
Power
You
Rangers
can't.
that have ever
You
happened.
can't all play brooding because brooding has a secret, and if you all have the secret, it's no longer a secret.
All right, we are now all gonna run on.
Oh God, I certainly do have a secret.
I
Don't
didn't read it.
look.
I'm not reading it. But we could have been monochromatic and been brooding. I'm just saying.
Look, if you're green, we all know what the secret probably is.
Fair.
I will take Brainy.
All right. So, Shar, you said you took funny, right?
Yeah.
I'll go with the ninja.
All right. We could have two ninjas.
Oh, was there already a ninja?
Yeah, Cat
Oh
took
yeah,
ninja.
yeah. Someone claimed that already. Well, no, I'll be something different.
All right.
What?
I mean,
We have the flirty and the team leader.
I'll go with flirty.
Okay. You are the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
All right.
The best color. You are black.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
I mean, I should have known that I was the ninja.
Yeah, you're the ninja. So
Here
that's on
is
brand.
here is funny.
What color is funny?
Oh.
Funny is yellow.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try and split.
Brainy
this.
is blue because everyone loves
That's
Billy.
Brains.
Sweet boy.
That's sweet, sweet boy.
Sweet. The prep. This is Savage Rangers. You guys are on a school field trip. It's kind of our opening.
So there's a car alarm going off in my neighborhood.
Oh,
Okay.
at
we were
least I now
wondering.
know where it's from.
You know what that is, though? That's the sound of explosions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well,
It's immersive.
it will be. So the setup, we're just gonna I will give a Benny to anyone who comes up with a good word to follow up Bay that isn't already copywritten for a town.
A town name that ends in
Bay blank.
Oh,
So
Beyblade.
A
And it can't be like Beyblade.
Bayberg.
Bayberg.
Beyblade.
Oh my god, Bayberg. All right, Susan, you get it. It's just the town of Bayberg. They
Bayberg.
weren't even trying.
My very first
I
thought was
know.
Slaver's Bay, and then we just suddenly become like a Game of Thrones Power Ranger.
He said the word.
No, that's when you make it Dragon Riders and just
Yeah.
go all out. So, you guys are high school juniors, old enough where people in their early to mid 20s can play you, and you are all on a field trip for a traveling exhibit. It is memorabilia from the Smithsonian of American motion picture history. So this has stuff like Dorothy's slippers, a revolver from John Wayne, all of that stuff. So I'm now going to do some fun stuff. We talked about how you all had Monster of the Week connections in real life. But why is there a red card in with my blue deck? How'd that happen at the con?
Whoa.
Oh no.
Been infiltrated.
It did, and there's another, and it's a Joker. Something weird happened in my last session. But what I like to do to start these is we're going to go around the table,
Tabby.
and we're going to use the interlude rules to set up how you guys are already friends. So I will draw a card for someone, and you pick someone else at the table. And I tell you what the theme is. Or I tell you what the theme is, you pick somebody. The trick is say, if Shar picks Kyle, Kyle can't pick Shar. It doesn't bounce back.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So we will actually start with the people who should be the most familiar with this. Kyle. You have hearts, so you get to pick the theme of love with a connection with one of these characters. You also get to say what
Okay.
your character's name is, because we don't know your character's
crap.
names.
No pressure, I guess, gang. So I'm gonna just roll the die. 1, 2, 3, 4, going down the list, and that's who I'll be connected to.
Equal opportunity.
So then, can't quite see the
Sorry,
screen.
sorry.
So that would be my character is going to be connected to Susan's character.
All right.
And memory serves. What's Susan's archetype?
Brainy.
I am
Brainy.
Brainy. Yeah,
so-
and her name is Harriet, by the way. I'm just gonna switch.
Harriet. Okay. Let me
it.
grab like a note card so I can write that down.
Oh man, I really hope
So,
you're transforming objects at the magnifying glass.
So my name is let's keep it fairly simple. My character's name is Jacob, and Jacob is a difficult student to get along with. He's kind of too aggressive for his own good sometimes, like not full like toxic masculinity, but just like a little unpleasant to be around at times. And he's also not a very good student, I'm going to say. But Harriet was kind enough to tutor Jacob for what's Harriet's favorite class, would you say?
Oh,
School class.
yeah. I mean, I definitely think it would be math.
Math? Okay, I was
Yeah.
thinking math too. I feel like we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, clearly. The one thing I stink at. The one thing I truly stink at.
Terrible at math, and that's why I was going to pick it.
Yeah.
But
you write
Jacob was
RPGs.
really doing. He was doing terrible at math, and Harriet was kind enough to sort of reach out and offer to help tutor him. And this is more of like a platonic love. This was the first person in Bayberg that took any interest in what Jacob was doing. It's the only person who was really nice to him for the first few months that he was at the school after he transferred in.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's sweet.
Aw. And what is your hobby, Jacob?
Cool.
My hobby is going to be bird watching.
All right. That is
A
amazing.
surprisingly gentle
Alright.
soul.
You get an
Bird.
extra Benny for the RP. All right.
Thank
So, Kat,
Hi.
you have a Joker. You get to make up whatever the hell you want. Also, everybody gets another Benny because we're going to be using Bennies.
Hey.
Oh wait, do we start with Benny?
Yes, everybody starts with 3 unless you have Lucky. I don't believe anyone has Lucky.
Do I have one?
No, you don't have.
Okay.
Yours is the one on this screen.
Oh, so I can make up whatever the heck I want.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. I'll actually let you, Joker, start on hold. You can wait. Because you got a Joker. You're on hold.
Good.
And
Yeah,
then-
let me see what everybody else makes first, and then I'll go from there.
Jordan,
Yeah.
you got a club. You have
All right.
tragedy connected to somebody.
Okay. So who's been chosen so far? Susan has been chosen, and
Kyle. Susan and Kyle have a thread.
Yeah. So we can't do Kyle yet because it's got to like loop back around, right?
You can pick Kyle. Susan just can't pick Kyle because she's tied to him.
It's like a one-way road then.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right.
By the end, everyone will have 2 connections.
Okay. I will. My connection will be with Shar,
All right.
and let's see. It has to be tragedy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Brutal.
Okay. So and we're like high schoolers, right?
Yes. Yeah, you guys are high school
Yeah, yeah.
juniors.
Okay, we witnessed the death of one of our teachers in a fiery car crash.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man. I feel like season 1 was like, I was gonna say Riverdale, but let's be honest, it's the 80s, so it was Degrassi. And then the producers were like, we need to punch this up. We need to get the kids involved. And this is the beginning of season 2.
I'm assuming the episode was sort of like one of those like special episodes where they go kind of dark and like we notice a teacher has a drinking problem, you know, and we're like, oh, nothing comes of that, and then
Car wreck.
yeah, and we learned from that.
We did.
All right, nice. Pick up an extra Benny.
Yay!
All right, Susan. You have spades. You have victory.
Oh, victory. Then I am going to choose the ninja. That's Kat, right?
Yep,
Yes.
that's me.
All right. What's your character's name?
Adrienne.
Oh, nice. So I think that Harriet and Adrienne have been friends for a very long time. They probably went to elementary school together, probably went to like day summer camp together. And Harriet is, you know, now she's like super skilled in physically fit and coordinated because she's taken some martial arts classes, which she got into as a young kid because she was so badly coordinated. But she's the brainiac kind of person, so she was never super outgoing with like athletics and things like that. And so she remembers a time when they were about 8, and they were required to do a wheelbarrow race. I don't know if you remember what that is.
Yeah.
But basically, Adrienne was so incredibly fit and agile that she and Harriet managed to actually win the wheelbarrow race. And I'll let you
Nice.
decide if you were the barrow or the person pushing it.
I feel like she would be pushing it.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. And Harriet would just be doing this the entire time, like as fast as she possibly.
Or she probably was in the barrel, but like putting like sharp objects in the road, so all of the other barrels messed up, like caltrops. But kids, so they were like, what are those like?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that.
They were tacks.
Yeah, little tacks spread out across the field. Okay, that's awesome.
It's
I
just
love that.
weirdly
That was
dark.
like my first big win of any kind of athletic competition in my life.
And I did forget to ask Jordan, what is your character's hobby for your hobby skill?
So my character is he is an actor. He's like head of the drama club.
Okay.
Not necessarily always in the plays, but like kind of just making sure that the spirit of drama like stays part of the school, you know?
Oh, that is amazing. And Susan, what is your hobby?
She makes really complex domino things, you know, where you tip dominoes and you knock down books and kitchen utensils and things like that. So
Way to pick the hobby that'll completely save the day in the third act.
I have no idea what that hobby is actually called other than domino tipping.
Dominoes. All right, and sure, you have a tragedy. You get the pick.
Oh.
Also,
Boy, my
Susan,
life
take a
is
Benny.
just full of tragedy.
Just connect with me again, and we just have lots of tragedies we know about.
So much tragedy.
Okay. All right. I'll connect back with Jordan, and this time when we were kids, we grew up together, and we were playing a prank on somebody because I thought it was really hilarious, but it wasn't.
So all the special episodes are about us.
I was say normally it doesn't double back, but with it being tragedy, that's just too perfect. And then back to Kat. You've had time. You've heard. Oh, Shar, what is your hobby?
I've been so engrossed with everyone else's.
My hobby is skateboarding, but only while chewing bubblegum.
Oh yeah, take a
Very
Benny.
Oh my god.
Sure, what's your
All right.
character's name?
Aurora.
My character's.
No, I think she asked for Shar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. What's your character's name, Shar? Sorry.
Aurora.
Oh, nice.
As you can see, Jordan, we're so much more organized than wild cards, and we stay so on track.
No, I'm just trying to make sure that there's not too much over talking when I jump in on things, because my instinct's just to talk all the time.
Oh no,
So-
I get it.
I feel that. We just did it.
I'm
Oh
gonna.
my goodness.
We got a good bit of people in here. I'm gonna start a
do I
button
have?
giveaway while we're doing this.
Yay.
Yay!
I don't connect to anyone. No, I connect to Susan.
Yeah.
Harriet, I'm sorry.
All right, that's
Harriet, I connect to.
I think I'm the only one who wasn't connected back to, but I might be wrong.
Oh, right. You're the last loop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Stuff.
since they doubled up, it's not like a perfect web, but you guys do have connections.
It's
It's okay.
fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think Adrian's mission is to get this brooding character like out of his shell. So she will like appear in front of him between classes and just like being like, "Hey, how are you?" Just be
Trying to get a rise.
trying to get a rise out of him, but he never has like any actual like response. It's just like, hello or get out of my way. And she's just like, oh, one day, Harriet, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get him so hard, or like hide stuff in your desk so it'll be like, oh, it's a rubber snake, and stuff like
Can of
that.
peanuts.
Yeah,
So,
or I was.
I think we're gonna get along.
all right. So the other thing, since someone picked brooding, which is Kyle, roll a d6 for me, Kyle, because while everyone else is gonna get items, you already have yours.
Yes, I do. I got a 5.
You got a 5. Oh, man. All right, so Kyle, you already have your transforming device. So we can cover
Okay.
yours. And you got maybe the coolest one. I went a
hell
little liberal on a couple of these. This is technically a small shield for your modified weapon, which
Okay.
is reskinned as a cloak. So it's a cloak that gives +1 parry, -1 cover, and it
Okay.
has 2 or 3 special abilities on it because it was pretty heavily
God.
stacked. Yeah. It has arcane background magic,
Okay.
D6 for your casting spell,
Okay.
and the soaring feature that gives you flying equal to your pace.
Oh, hell yeah. Your boys got mad ups.
You have... It's actually simply known as Merlin. It's an intelligent cloak. It is what Merlin's based off of. You have the aspect of the fantasy genre already.
Okay. Fantasy aspect. Got it.
Which is brooding, so you're dark fantasy.
I'm from Berserk. Everyone's least favorite.
Yeah, oh god, you have Berserk and casting. That's gonna go well.
Gonna be great.
It's gonna be so good. You're also the toughest one, though. You have the highest toughness.
I'm kind of a beast.
You are.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll assume that's like folded up in a backpack or something. The cloak's real easy to hide. But you guys, as I said, are on a field trip. Smithsonian traveling exhibit. Items of American media history. What's everybody doing while you're on a field trip now that we kind of have an idea of everybody's interconnections?
I'll probably be with Harriet. She's probably really interested in the whole, museum part of it, and I'm more interested in the what looks sharp part of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely like reading all the signs and every little placard, and I've got the program, and I'm thoroughly reading everything and trying to keep Adrienne from touching things.
All right, so
Good.
Harriet and
Thanks.
Adrian both roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
It's a 6.
A 6?
A 4.
And a 4. So, you guys are looking at some pulp fantasy or pulp fiction memorabilia. One is a kind of a tricorder from the original Star Trek series.
Okay.
And the others would actually, this is late 80s, so it'd still work. I'm trying to think who the precursor to Indiana Jones is, because by putting it in the 80s, Indiana Jones's whip. It'll kind of be the centerpiece thing. Because if they have...
It's the hip new thing.
Yeah, if they have Indiana Jones's whip. So those are the artifacts you guys are near.
Okay.
What is Aurora doing?
What I'm doing is I'm going around and I'm putting googly eyes on everything.
Okay, first of all, give
Minor.
me a stealth roll. Or no, a thievery roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, but I have stealth.
Yeah, I'll
And I
let you take stealth.
Thievery.
The ninja has thievery.
I got a 5.
Nice. So you successfully put googly eyes on, roll a d6.
3.
3. Alright. This is covering Grindhouse and Splatterhouse pictures, which are big in the 80s, so they had a bit of an exhibit of the chainsaw from the original Evil Dead picture.
That seems
So
inappropriate.
fairly new, but they didn't know how much that was going to be worth.
Oh man.
And Jordan, what are you doing?
So Darren is just going around to the different movie posters, and he keeps examining the faces and then matching the expression, kind of putting himself in the poses. Like, he is Indiana Jones, he is the Spectre, or whoever they have on these things.
Yeah. Nice. In those
Yeah.
those poses, that is great.
I could be that. I could be that guy.
Give me a performance roll, which I know you don't have. So that'll be even better.
Yeah. I don't have to be good at drama. I just think I am.
You just
I've
think
got
you
arrogance.
Your hobby roll will be for quotes and knowing all the stuff, but actually pulling it off.
Yeah,
Just be
exactly.
awful at.
All right. Ooh, I aced on my 4,
Ooh.
so double aced. I'm kind of nailing this. All right, this die might be broken.
It's fine.
All right, so that's a 12.
I have the feeling Aaron was prepared with props with that kind of roll. Because you were
Bronzo.
nailing it. You were doing amazing. Give me a d6 roll, Jordan, to see what you're near when it goes off.
4.
A 4. So you're also near the tricorder when it
Okay.
goes off. And you guys are kind of going, goofing around. It's been a pretty lax. This is towards the end of the school year. This is one of those field trips where it's like, we're just trying to kill time in the school year. When an explosion happens outside that rocks everything. Everybody give me an agility check.
Did you?
D6.
Okay.
Do you have a wild die?
Yeah. I do. Oh no! How did I miss that?
How did I do this?
I got a 4.
4.
I
You're
got a
good.
4.
I got a 9.
Oh, mine's a D.
I got an 11.
Nice.
I got a 4.
All right.
Me too.
So those with raises not only are standing, but you catch memorabilia that was almost destroyed. Unless you
Nice.
choose not to, brooding ranger.
Maybe it's.
I'm
better than
brooding,
destroyed, right?
but I think I have a very sweet core.
Yes.
Aw.
So he would for like a split second, he sort of like considers, but then he does catch like some
that?
sort of like glass prop from a popular movie. I can't think of at the moment.
Yeah. Actually, there is a glass prop. It is the Eye of Mystery, which is essentially the Maltese Falcon with red ruby eyes.
Nice.
Okay.
All
Yeah, it looks
right.
important, so I will grab that.
I catch my googly chainsaw.
You catch your googly chainsaw? Nice.
I fail to catch anything, and Orson Welles' fake jowls from Citizen Kane are destroyed.
Jordan, you
No.
get a Benny.
Oh,
All right.
I'm good.
Explode smart. Explode
Okay.
smart.
High or low? What am I checking there for?
Wrong chainsaw, but it'll do.
Yeah. So the chainsaw, when you go to catch it, something interesting is going to happen.
It turns on.
Oh, it doesn't just turn on. Even
Oh,
though
no.
it's ahead of its time, it goes full Evil Dead and attaches to your hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sliding at your character's feet, Jordan, is a John Wayne revolver.
This is my chance. right.
Outside, you guys hear, as it sounds like almost every radio or anything with a speaker is activated. In fact, it would be inside too. Everything on the plant with the speakers activated. Your planet has been designated for demolitions for the Great Overlord Fiere's new intergalactic restaurant.
The Flavortown Empire.
No!
It is the Flavortown Empire.
How did you know?
I'm up to date with my Guy Fieri
You
jokes.
shall be seasoned by the flavorlings. And then you just hear and like coming down in like condiment tubes are red and yellow like jumpsuit puttied type things
Love this.
with
I wish
spraying
less on
backpacks.
brand for us.
You wish what?
I wish this was less on brand for us.
So
This is so terrible. I love it.
Oh my god.
I feel like if I actually have like a revolver in this case, then I basically have to only use it to like threaten people and then still kick them and stuff to actually handle all the problems.
So, as that happens, Kyle, your character knows what to do and knows how
I
to
know
do
exactly.
it. So, whoosh the cape,
Oh yeah, I
flashing
pull
lights.
Merlin out.
You are in the middle of nowhere as you're rotating in a black void with neon lines. As
Yeah, like Merlin's fabric sort of envelops me, but when it pulls back, it brings out this like very kind of I want to say, since it's now like a magical thing, it's almost like a spell sorty suit
Yeah.
of armor where it's lightly armored, but it still has like some interesting like plates for pauldrons and gauntlets and stuff.
Yeah, given how tough you are, it's kind of like spell sword. I was thinking like half plate with the whole thing. So that happens on you. Jordan, I need a spirit check from you.
Okay.
Shar, I need a spirit check from you. I can't remember. Susan and Kat, what happened from your guys' roll? You guys got standard successes, correct?
Yeah, we
I
got
got
standard.
standard success.
All right. So between the two of you, you can decide which one does the whip fall to and which one does the data pad fall to.
I am
Oh,
grabbing
I
the
mean-
tricorder.
All right.
Sorry, dude.
My spirit
Yeah, I want
check
that
was
win.
a critical fail, so
Oh,
let's find out what
no.
that means.
The
All right.
revolver starts just
Tragedy is what that means.
So
Tragedy.
you are not here right now. You get taken
That's-
over by the item, which is known as the Spirit of the West.
Oh,
You are
boy.
essentially John Wayne.
Oh, God.
You have
Goody.
all your physical abilities. It shoots for 2d6. You have the marksman edge automatically. And you can either fire single fire or at a -2, hit everything in a cone.
Oh, neat.
Where you literally just like fan the hammer way more than 6 bullets. But you are not you right now. So you are just a typical John Wayne character. So you
Probably
can
everybody
Badly
pilgrims and
written.
role
stuff.
play, yeah. Role play all of that.
So wait,
Ooh.
you're John Wayne in a pink suit, or you don't have the suit yet?
I don't think I'm in the suit yet, right?
No, that's
Oh.
unfortunate.
Oh, here's the thing. You are.
Yay!
But here's I'm blanking on his name. Who does Matt Mercer voice in Overwatch? Maverick?
McCree.
McCree.
You are a pink McCree.
I'll admit I've never played Overwatch, but
Okay.
I think I know.
It's very
enough.
John Wayne. You basically have like the burlap blanket just over one shoulder, the
Nice.
wide brimmed hat, but all of it is pink and white.
Shades of pink.
Yeah.
Flame.
Yeah.
You're like the flirtiest John Wayne ever.
All right. Susan, what was the role you got?
On which
Spirit.
roll?
On the spirit roll.
Oh, you didn't tell me to roll it. Let
Sorry.
me check. Sorry,
That's fine.
that's a 3.
3. All right. So you have the tricorder, but nothing's happening yet.
Right. Okay.
All right. Shar, with the chainsaw, give me a spirit roll.
I got a 6.
Cool. You have it likes to be called Splatterhouse, but you have the aspect of horror. While all of you guys have either brawler or martial arts, the weapons tend to do different damage. It does strength plus a d6. All ranged attacks suffer a -1 because Splatterhouse will block bullets for you.
Nice.
It counts as a heavy weapon, and anytime you hit someone for any damage, they're knocked back at least 1 pace. And Cat, I need a spirit
Yes.
roll for you as the whip like falls at you.
Okay.
Wait, did I transform too?
Yes, you are kind of this combination of Ash and the Grim Reaper, but in all yellow.
Nice.
Sharp.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. All right, so the two of you, you're like, this is weird. They haven't like attuned to you or anything.
Okay.
We're both just standing there staring at each other, watching all this crap going down.
All right, so I need to make a
What's
note
happening?
that Susan, the tricorder won't work for Susan, and the whip won't work for you. So those aren't your destined items. You just happen to grab them.
Oh
No!
And I'm just banging on those buttons. Like
All
it's
right.
talking
So with this,
I'm very much whipping around.
yeah, you can still use the whip. All right.
Normal
okay.
ass whip.
All right. So Susan, you're the first that gets to act.
Oh, great.
You see, like, out through the windows, the flavorlings coming down from their condiment tubes.
I can't.
Are any of my friends like in immediate danger? Like, how far away are these?
Give
things
me
from
a
us?
notice roll. Because you'll immediately see Cat's character, Adrian, but the others
So
don't look like them anymore. Because not only is it like you have the hat and everything, but then you have the standard, not a ranger's, like full face mask as part of all your costumes.
Okay. So I'm looking around. I got a 4.
Okay, yeah, you will
I
spot.
see Adrian, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
And
Is
out of
that,
the,
are we being attacked by ketchup and mustard?
I was gonna say, out of the corners of your eyes, you see Aurora like transform, and she has white detailing on her mask to be a skull. And you see Darren
nice.
transform. Well, even though it's pink, it has like narrow white slits, so it looks like you're always squinting.
Okay, and do I see Jacob anywhere?
You would not see Jacob right
Okay.
now.
I don't see Jacob, so I'm just going to I'm gonna look around for a place to hide.
All right, yeah. Give me a stealth roll.
Yes. Spend a Benny already. Look at me.
Oh no.
I know, right?
My powers.
Okay.
You're not
That's
transformed, so there's no explosion.
a 17.
Oh man, you hide super well.
Man.
I'd like
And-
to think that it's behind Archie's chair from All in the Family.
Oh, I love that. Take a Benny. Take a Benny. All right. High, low. Oh, hi. As you do, down under there is this like Maltese falcon bird that's almost like staring at you with the ruby eyes. Give me a spirit check, Susan. Or Harriet.
Okay. All right, that's a 5.
Nice. You bond with it, and you feel it's like all of a sudden another cut to spinning, transforming. You get a blue trench coat and a blue fedora. You look very much like the
Nice!
spirit because you have the aspect of noir,
Uh-huh.
but the eye of mystery actually shoots beams out of the gems with a shooting roll. You're not trained in shooting, but it gives +1 to shooting. Any target hit by it takes -1 pace for a round. If you get a raise, they're knocked prone. But you also have to like walk around with this big MacGuffin statue.
Okay, so the flavorlings, and I'm not familiar with the flavorlings. Am I?
You are. Now
I am.
your standard is infiltrate and assimilate.
Got it. Okay. So then,
And you know flavorlings are disposable. They're
God.
condiments are always free at Flavortown. They're disposable.
Yeah. So then, the Green Ranger sort of like steps forward and very, very dramatically sort of like whips the cape back to the side and like assumes like one of the hand in front of the face poses, very classic, and says, "Stop right there, aliens. I can't let you hurt this beautiful planet."
And everyone will notice this guy.
Oh yeah, big. So I would like to do a double action,
Yeah.
which I know will penalize me. But for the first one, I would like to try to use that description as an intimidate. And for my second action, I am going to try and cast Boost on myself to boost my fighting die.
Nice. All right, yeah. So first is intimidate.
Intimidate.
Well, you should do good.
I got a 4, but
Good.
-2 would put me at a 2.
That's right. You're not trained
Yeah.
in intimidate. You're just way too
No, I have
flam.
6.
Boy. Oh, multi-actioning.
I'm multi-actioning. I'm gonna spend a Benny.
All
I got plenty. No, way
Yeah.
worse.
All right. They seem unfazed, almost confused. There's
And like under his breath, he's like, "Come on, guys, come on, we planned this." And then I'm going to activate my arcane power.
yeah.
That is also going to be a failure. So just kind of like a big hot fart of a round.
Yeah, you only take one. Come on, guys, we planned this. And then, like, you go to do the stuff, and your suit just kind of, like, shorts with magical spark. Just like...
Just like a big, over-exaggerated sigh because you can't see my face, so it's all in the body language. Just, ugh.
Very
All
much so.
right. And Jordan.
So Darren, now enhanced by the spirit of the West, kind of lost in the thing, kind of turns towards all the flavorlings coming towards him. It's just like, I reckon that Bayberg's got enough flavor as it is. It may be simple, but it sustains a body and a soul. And then he's just gonna pull a gun and just one. Actually, he's not gonna like fan the hammer. He's just gonna take one of them, try and shoot one of them down.
Nice. Yeah, give me a shooting roll.
Okay, I don't have shooting.
You don't.
so-
The only ranger that had shooting was team leader.
Oh, the one that died in a fire. Right.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh man.
I'm a lover, not a shooter.
We have a lot of very special episodes.
Okay, well, I rolled a 1,
That was the one we played.
Nice.
which I think surprises the spirit of the West, but wouldn't surprise Darren.
Yeah, just and it goes and like he
Wait,
realized.
did you roll 2 ones?
No, I rolled a 3, and then I get a -2
Okay.
because it's untrained.
Okay,
You have to. Did you roll your wild die?
he did.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, Jordan knows how to play Savage Worlds.
I know the
Yeah.
Does it? He does it frequently.
Maybe once.
Once. So you go to fire it and you shatter the case to Dorothy's red slippers.
Ugh.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All
Those
right.
slippers were too fancy anyway.
All right. Adrian, you are up. Oh,
Oh,
that's
gosh.
right. You didn't
Uh.
connect, so at the end of this, the data pad's gonna try and connect to you.
Oh God. Okay. She was just gonna try to like get in front of Harriet, but then when she sees Harriet is doing like some kind of transformation thing, like on the TVs, she's just going to be like, "What?" and like try to pick up anything.
All right, and you grab the tricorder, and you just, since you didn't do any actual like actions, give me +2 to your spirit roll.
Nice.
The nerd box.
You're at okay. Let's hope. Hope for the best. Oh, a 5. Okay, that was better.
Nice. Yeah, so the data pad is known as DATA, DAT. And it is a +2 shield, so +2 to parry, -2 cover. You can shield bash with it for strength plus a D4. However, when you shield bash, it can sweep as a -2 and has reach +1.
Nice.
These are all a very good diversity of builds. Like
Yeah.
this is still very surreal, but like this is very cool.
I went in knowing I want to make a transformation item for like all the core genres of media for Savage Worlds. And,
the movie gimmick is so
It's
tight.
really good.
I love it.
but yeah, so you have that. So when you grab this, yours won't look too different, except the tricorder will like go onto your forearm. You have like
Okay.
circuit boards all around you because the shield it makes is a holographic shield.
No. Oh, it's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm happy.
Yeah. It's reach 1, so it like kind of pulses out, and the sweep it's
Okay.
like an area pulse push. So
Nice. I like that.
all right, so then we have Aurora. Oh, it says if you get a Joker.
Aurora starts to laugh, and her normal like cheerful laugh. She's normal.
Yeah.
She's a really funny person, and it kind of turns into like this really terrifying like clown laugh.
Oh God.
And she's like, she runs towards the nearest flavor lane, like.
Yeah, just give me a fighting roll.
Oh, I actually have fighting.
Yeah, everybody does. You're rangers.
But I'm not.
I was gonna
fighting-
say, does it say if I believe you have martial arts, correct?
You
Mm,
So
might
you
have
get
said
+1.
this, but do the flavorlings have like big obvious weak points?
They have giant condiment containers on their back with a hose to a thing, so you could possibly burst that. Or outside of that, they're just in like solid colored unitards.
Got it. They don't have the big putty Z that if you like tap, it just like, oh, why did we put that there?
Instant kill
Oh,
button.
you know what? They all have Lord Fieri's face in the center of their chest.
So
Frosted
she starts
tips and all.
shooting, And,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden explosions rise up behind her.
Okay, you're gonna extra effort. Doosh.
I love it.
Those
Wait,
tips, though.
Gotta get those frosted tips.
Those are their true weakness.
Oh, it was an extra
Just like
6.
Shag
So I had
That if you rolled a 6 at aces, it keeps rolling.
Oh, good. I had a 2 and a 3 before, so
So,
that's to the
3 plus
so
that's
3,
a
6,
9.
And then 1, so 10.
10. That's a hit with a raise. So strength plus a d6 plus a d6.
Oof,
Strength.
that's big damage.
Yeah,
6.
I'll
Would
give you a
say my
hint.
damage is 6, 6, 6.
Yes.
12.
You go into your pose. We'll say yours is like a black explosion behind you. It's like,
Yeah. Like black with like kind of red streaks going to it.
yeah. Well, Splatter, all of these also have personalities. We just haven't really gotten into other than Darren's because it took over. But Splatterhouse, it has the name Splatterhouse. I think you get a good idea. Its personality type is gung ho. So yeah, not only do you hit, but like you keep it in there for a while. As you know what? Originally, this was a ketchup flavorling, but the producers got worried and they color corrected it to a mustard. So you're just getting sprayed with yellow.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Love that. I love that.
The yellow everywhere.
Oh yeah, just getting that chainsaw. That's so on brand for a Splatterhouse.
I don't know where you begin and the mustard.
Yeah. And it is one I will note, while I know the book and for people who might be fans specifically says chainsaws aren't allowed, I just reskinned a longsword. I went, it's a chainsaw. Just like the whip, rather than looking up a whip, I just went, it's a longsword with sweep and reach. All right, so
Like also the guns are ranged longsword. They're all just longswords.
Yeah, we kind of wrote a bad book. It's all just swords.
Shorter
longswords.
swords.
So everybody gets a Benny because Harriet,
Yay.
you have a Joker.
All right, awesome.
It also means I have to shuffle this deck. Shuffle.
So is the yellow is the one that Aurora's attacking? Is it down?
It's gone. It's
Okay, it's just been
Now
exploded
when you
everywhere.
hit it, you do notice that they're like filled with their condiment.
Okay, good. So I basically look over. I'm kind of peeking around Archie's chair, and I see Aurora just with that thing. How far away is the other one? Are they both yellow now, or are they? Is the other one
They're whatever color you want them to be. There's
Okay.
even
One
they're
with the-
rare, but there are green relish flavorlings as well.
Oh, excellent. And how many of them are there? I mean, I remember you said
There
that there were
are,
2.
for the sake of the story and not the fight lasts forever, there's roughly
Right.
10 that you guys have to
Okay.
deal with.
So I'm actually going to hold in my action until Adrian goes.
All right.
'Cause she's the closest one near me, right?
Yeah. You guys
Yeah, I think
were
so.
near each other. All right, so up to top is Jacob.
So I just knocked over a cup of water in the room, so I had to run out for a second. So Jacob will sort of like address Merlin and be like, "We tried it your way. Now we're gonna try it my way," and just sort of like slap the helmet a couple of times. Charge at the nearest mustard.
You get a
lane and just,
Benny.
like,
Yeah.
You get a Benny for that.
okay. And I'm just gonna deliver just such a headbutt.
Is it
to
a
this thing.
flying punch? Since you have flight,
Yeah.
is it just a full?
Can I do a flying headbutt? Just get
Yes.
real high and then drop. And this is going to be a wild attack because even though I'm not berserk yet, I will basically only wild attack. So that's going to be 5 versus parry.
5. That matches.
I did it. My strength is a 6.
I should just
and I'm
randomly
using-
roll for what condiment they are. Yeah, it's another mustard.
Ooh, so that's 6.
Double mustard.
7, 8, 9 versus toughness.
9 versus toughness. It would help if I had noted. Oh yeah, 5. So that's a raise. So yeah, pop, just splat. All right.
Oh,
but
yeah.
So Adrian,
Very good.
you are
Yeah.
now this blue aspect of science fiction
Nice.
with a holographic shield
So excited.
that has reach 1
so-
shield bash, which is it's my favorite item of them.
I'm very excited about this. So, is there like a line of fingerlings, finger licking goodlings?
The fingerlings are next episode. They're chicken based. The flavorlings, yeah, there can be a line of them.
Okay, so yeah, she's just going to be like gnarly and just go through them, like trying to just like
Just try and hit all 3 of them, like boom, boom,
yeah,
boom.
like yeah. she's
All
gonna
right,
just try.
so 3
Like-
attacks minus 4. You can wild attack for +2.
yeah, sure, I'll do that.
-2 to all 3 attacks. Good
Do
luck,
it.
homie.
So-
Do this.
So I'm just gonna say that before she does that, because I was on hold. I'm
Oh,
gonna
right,
be
right,
running.
Joker.
I'm gonna be running right behind her with the Eye of whatever the heck it's called.
Eye of Mystery.
Thank you, the Eye of Mystery, and I am going to try and blast the first one with the Eye of Mystery.
Nice. Nice.
I'm gonna do a multi attack because I'm gonna try and blast the first one with the Eye of Mystery, and then I'm gonna swing into some sort of, I didn't even know I could do it, martial arts kick at the second one with a wild attack. So the
Nice.
first one
Nice.
is the shooting.
Yep, which is untrained, but you have +1, so it's a -3 total.
So that's 4. That's a success. Because that was a 7, so
Yep.
-3. So that's a success. So it gets its pace reduced by 1.
By
I
1,
guess.
you didn't get a raise, but you do still deal 2d6 damage on top of that.
Oh, I do? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see that part.
Nice.
I did not see. the
It's a
2D6.
reskinned pistol.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. So that's 6. That's 6 damage.
6, that's enough to shake it.
Okay. So
Great.
that's that. So I think for that one, and then sort of right behind it. And do I get because she's right there? Do I get wild attack?
Yeah, you'll get gang. I'll say you
I
can
mean,
have
gang up.
gang
I mean,
up.
gang up.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Plus
then
10.
I'm going to do a martial arts fighting attack.
Yep, and martial
On-
arts gives you +1 to your fighting.
Right. 6.
6, that's it. So
Uh-huh.
strength plus a d4.
Yes.
And I will say, since she's like running in tandem with you, you'll get the gang up bonus for all the attacks you make, Adrian.
Sweet. All right, I'm
Wait,
gonna
so-
do that.
So that's 8. Let me see. That's 8.
one is
9. That's 11.
Ooh, you popped
Oy.
that thing.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, horseradish.
I like Heinz better. Okay, so I rolled a 5.
All right, you get a
And then you
wild
said-
die for each of those attacks. So
Right. And so it's +2 because I'm wild attacking,
Okay.
but I have a minus
-2
because of
multi.
multi-action.
action.
So
plus
But martial
1.
artist gang up. is
martial
+2.
artist and gang at +2, so I'm okay.
So it's a no. It's just a 5.
It's a 5.
Whatever you roll is what
It's
you
a
have.
5.
Yeah, you're good. You hit.
Okay, that one didn't. That was not great. That was not good. You know what? I'll spend a penny for that one. That one deserves another. Okay, so 4. So that's good.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. 4 hit.
4 hit. Yes, yeah. So
It's actually
You said I
4 won't hit parry. Harriet shot. It was a ranged attack.
Oh, it was a ranged attack. That's
Never
what it
mind.
was.
Bummer.
True. Okay, and so you said 3 attacks, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
get one more.
Which is fine. She killed number 2, so that would have just gone somewhere else anyways.
Okay, and that one's just a 4, unfortunately. So
All right, but you
not
said the
good.
first
Still
one
got
hit, so you get to roll damage.
Yes,
for that.
that's true. Yes, damage. And that one was +2, so D4. Okay, cool. So that's a 3 and a 1.
4 plus 2.
Your rolls are
So-
so bad, dude.
Here's the great
Ugh.
thing, though. Harriet shook it, so the second shaken will take it
it's
out.
true.
Yeah.
So
Nice teamwork.
Eye of Mystery like confuses it with its hypnotic gaze,
Yes.
and then you just clock it as Harriet's like flipping over you and stomping the second one.
It looks tight.
This is the wheelbarrow race all over again.
Exactly.
All right, Benny for
Teamwork.
Adrian. All right. Okay, so we have Darren.
Okay, so like how many of these flavorlings are around me right now? Because I just shot at one of them, but just completely failed.
Yeah, we'll
Being
say
less
there's
good with my-
3 near you.
All right, so Darren, all westerned, looks down at his gun and he's like, "Well, when a man's iron in his hand fails him, the iron in his heart will have to step up." And then he's gonna holster the gun and just bring out his fists and start just like.
Oh, you get a
boxing him.
Benny for that, Jordan.
Yeah. So yeah,
Every
he's just
single
gonna
one of you was
like-
backing me up.
Okay.
wail
Try not to laugh.
on the closest one at him.
All right. Are you wild attacking or just taking a standard attack?
I think I'm gonna wild attack actually,
All right.
because this isn't a coward's game. Okay, that is a 6. I'm actually gonna re-roll that with a Benny.
All right, because a 6 is a hit, but not a raise.
Yeah, and I'd like a raise. Raise would
Yeah.
be sweet.
I want to hurt him.
Yeah, there we go. Aha. Okay, so that's a 9.
A 9, that's a hit with a raise.
Well, take that, you varmint. Boom. And he just clubs a chili flavorling or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if those exist.
Chili flavor.
I'm just trying to think of condiments that I would see at 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
Might see Cranch there now, but
I
not in the
want to talk
80s.
about Crunch.
Ranch.
Ranch.
All right.
All right.
That's fine.
So-
Bummer.
I still have everything. It just means you guys have to trust me on what the cards are.
So-
You trust us with the dice. Trust goes both ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You fool! I'm sorry.
I hit the guy. That's going to be strength plus D4 plus a D6
Six.
for the
Yep.
raise, right?
Yep.
All right.
And you wild attack, so +2.
Got it. Okay. Ooh, not great, but 7. Oh, 9 with the
9.
+2. Yeah, wild attack. Actually,
Yeah.
pretty good.
So, given the honorable nature of your thing, it's not like, oh, it explodes, oh, it's super violent. You sucker punch him, and he just falls over, and like the condiment begins oozing out of him.
Takes a real man to take more than one punch from someone like me.
But as it happens,
Next.
everyone hears in reality, woo, wah, wah, wah.
What the hell?
Darren's
Where'd that come from?
unfazed.
This is what he expects.
Exactly.
Everyone else finally hears what I hear.
All right. The baddies finally get to go. All right. 2 of them there. That's 5. So that means there's 5 left unaccounted for. However, at this point, everyone can give me a notice roll.
On the floor, C6.
Snake Eyes!
Snake eyes? Ouch.
I got a
3.
rock.
I got a 3.
You rolled snake eyes too, Adrian? Or Jacob?
No, I rolled a 3. It's
Oh.
just, it's irrelevant because it ain't a success.
It's not a
All
3.
right.
We all didn't see it.
I got a
Alright.
13.
Oh.
All right.
You see
Sorry.
everything.
Very well.
Aurora, you see this coming. So you can actually provide a +2, or no, I'll say a +1, and you don't have to make the save to one other person. However, Harriet, you don't get a roll to avoid at all because you snake eyes.
I got
Coming-
a little mustard in my eye there.
Coming down, coming
Ouch.
down. It's across your visor. Coming down from the Fieri complex is a giant Guy Fieri like pinata head that says Flavor Bomb.
I hate this game.
Oh my god.
Savage Tokusatsu was a mistake.
I have a need to break that. Yeah.
Okay,
I have a need.
you say that, but what comes out of a Guy Fieri pinata?
More condiments.
Bunch of
Flavor.
zesty chicken tenders.
I don't know. I don't want to find out.
Those
Flavor.
little
But,
know, candies
so-
that you always hate. That one person who gives you, at Halloween, that like ugly wrappers with stripes, and they stick to your teeth, and they all taste like
Yeah.
terrible.
Ugh.
All right, so Aurora, you don't need to dodge the Flavor Bomb, and you can warn one person, which will give them a +1.
Oh, well, I gotta warn my buddy Darren.
All right, so
We've
Jacob,
seen enough tragedy together, right? You know, we
Yeah.
can't.
Jacob,
something else.
Adrian,
Tragedy
and
incoming,
Darren
Darren.
all get to make agility rolls to avoid the Flavor Bomb.
Oh, good. Oh,
Now,
good.
I will also say, to give some highlight, Kyle, I'm just using the more than human rules because I feel like they're way easier for like a con game.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
for a one shot, it's way easier.
this is a giant attack.
Oh,
However,
shit.
I'm doing the inverse of if you get killed in your suit and you haven't done your transformation yet, you'll get knocked out into normal form and fully healed.
Okay.
You
I
you
got a
add
5
that
on my
rule to the more than human, and all of a sudden it just becomes real fun. You
Oh,
got
yeah,
a 5
for
there?
sure.
Yep.
All right.
I got a 4.
All right.
I also got a 4.
Adrian. All right, so you guys all dodge, but Harriet gets
No.
blasted. Now,
No.
we will
Really?
cover Harriet because by the time it's done, you guys won't see her. Her body won't be there. But it lands and it sprays acidic donkey sauce everywhere to eat through the ground for the new foundation.
Oh no. That's the worst
Donkey
donkey sauce.
The last
Tastes
thing I remember is
so
Adrian
bad.
rolling away.
No.
We've been to Flavor Town. It tastes terrible.
Now, here is the thing, Jacob. You weren't warned about this part of the plan.
Oh no.
You were double crossed. All the flavorlings are gone as well.
disintegrated in the donkey sauce.
But it's kind of, you guys all dodge. You don't get destroyed, but it's definitely, you're still on the ground. The ground's smoking. It's the defeat. But you hear over your suits, come back to the museum.
Okay.
I go over to Harriet.
Harriet's gone. Harriet's
definitely.
body's not there.
It's not there. I go looking for Harriet's
Yeah.
body.
Thank
Her
you.
disintegrated donkey.
As far as you can tell, donkey sauce just dissolved her to nothingness.
I never liked this stuff.
Ate her away wholesale, just gone.
I'm never going
It's
to
not
Mickey D's
wholesale,
again.
it's bulk sale.
Books, value sale. Oof. Do I hear that voice? Because I didn't get my powers.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I want to look around. Like, what do I see around me? Because we're out of initiative, right?
Yes, you guys are out of initiative. You see, given your guys' valiant... Now, you know what? We've established a lot of very special episodes, so there are just straight up dead bodies. I was gonna say no, but you guys have
Wait,
set the tone.
Do we
Don't
realize
worry, it's
that?
ketchup.
So much ketchup.
But each time someone died, there was like some thing they did wrong. That's like, oh, we've learned now. Like
He had a marijuana
Every-
cigarette.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, everyone who died has either alcohol or cigarettes in their hands.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
And none
One
of
guy
them are
was
like
gambling or
gruesome
something.
dead. There's just bodies on the ground that are like blackened and like blood on them, and they're not moving, so they're dead.
Got it.
Oh my gosh, I feel really bad about this.
However, with
Uh.
that, you guys also start hearing a beeping in your suit, like a boop 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 boop, and
Is
then
it like towards the top of the suit or like in
kind
our?
of like at an intercom section.
Okay.
And am I still Spirit of the Wested?
You wake up. When you wake up, though, the suit transforms away.
Okay, so
You're
I'm
like,
just back to
and it just. You get a Benny for the physicality.
It's good.
That was some good physicality.
Thanks.
But yeah, moments after each of you guys, though, with the exception of Jacob, your guys' suits transform back.
Okay.
So
Oh no!
I'm brooding. I can't take the lead.
Oh
Yeah.
no! All my clothes are grody to the max.
Wait. Guys, what's going on?
When you transform back, though, it definitely looks like you weren't wearing these outfits during the fight anymore. So you're fine. They're not going to mess up
Okay.
wardrobe. That's expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes perfect sense.
Of course, but the donkey sauce is everywhere,
Yes,
right?
yes, it is. It's everywhere, and in a slight homage to Doom Patrol, in the center of the crater is a donkey just wandering around.
And let's be real. The actors who play our characters were definitely not actually in the suits.
Oh, yeah.
They just ran on real quick.
And I'm pretty sure they actually weren't actors.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna.
an actor.
Oh.
I can tell that there's a big difference.
I'm gonna tap the earpiece. Like, have I ever been paged like this before by
No.
Overlord Fieri?
You get
No.
a Benny for that. You get a Benny for that, but you have to stick to it. You made a strong choice.
Fieri? That's how you
Fieri?
say his name.
But like
That's
wispy,
his name.
like how you did it.
Fieri.
Yeah.
So then, seeing that the others have dropped their surprise powers, I too, Jacob, will like sort of drop his as well and stuff Merlin just directly into a backpack.
All right.
What was going on? That was pretty weird, right, everybody? That hasn't happened to anybody else before, right?
Well, like this is new.
She hides her chainsaw behind her back. You guys,
Yeah, yours is real hard to hide.
Is that a chainsaw?
I think I like zoned out for most of what was going on there. What the?
I think you were a cowboy.
Well,
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
was probably like pretending to be a cowboy before it happened, and I was just so convincing that you couldn't tell the difference. I know.
I mean,
get my own.
you
head
are a
sometimes.
great actor, Darren.
yeah, I'm gonna believe everything you say.
Yeah.
Did anyone else hear that voice that said, "Go back to the museum"? Did
But
anyone hear that?
Aren't we like in the museum like right now?
You are currently out in front of the museum. The fighting transported you to nondescript park location.
Okay, then I'm
abandoned quarry?
then I'm gonna follow the donkey inside of the museum.
How did this
Good dog.
donkey get here? How did we get here?
I don't know, but this donkey's mine now. I just walk it in.
The last thing I remember was a really cool pinata.
Oh, hey, there's googly eyes on my chainsaw.
The googly eyes now have a furrowed, angry brow.
Nice,
Oh God,
nice.
pipe cleaners.
Well,
I have this
wherever
cool
we are
nerd-
now, team, that's where we gotta be, and we gotta stick with it together. Let's go into that museum, right?
So as
I guess I can work with the team for once.
I believe in
All
you.
right, well,
we all believe in you, Jacob.
Thanks. It's nice that someone finally does.
should we all just believe some random voice? Harriet just like exploded into donkey sauce. I don't know if we should do this.
Well, maybe she's still inside. Not that I particularly.
Oh my god! And she
care.
like runs over to the donkey. Harriet, are you okay?
You get a Benny. You get a Benny cat. Because I miss you.
Harriet is gonna be okay. I'll figure this out. The aliens have turned you into a donkey, but I will find out how to unsauce you.
The donkey brays and like donkey sauce comes out of it.
Oh.
That's where donkey sauce comes from.
Harriet!
All right.
I'm like,
Try and
it'll be
Shuffle them into the museum.
It's all right, Harriet. Let's go.
We've got a new friend.
You're right. If there's even a chance this is Harriet, we gotta take her with us.
Yeah, we have to find a way to unsauce her, undonkeyfy sauce her.
Sure.
Let's go in. Maybe those flavor things will know what to do.
All right. So as you guys go in, the area, it looks definitely like it was pretty rectal. Yet wrecked is like they knocked over a few props from the last filming, and like someone's running a smoke machine in the back.
And there's some like black char marks on the wall that are basically just like they took chalk stuff and were like, this'll do.
Yeah.
Spray paint's good enough.
So from there, coming from around the corner, it just said, "Your friend is fine. I'm surprised you all made it." As coming around the corner is a man. He's dressed as a janitor. He says, "You may call me Mr. Hensley."
Mr. Hensley, I would doubt that fine is what my friend is. She's a donkey.
That is true. Her friend did get exploded into a donkey.
Mr. Hensley, turn my friend back.
Yeah, we've got enough tragedy defining our lives.
Yeah.
We can't take another.
Not after the loss of Principal Harris in that terrible hot air balloon accident.
You are all quite troubled teens.
Don't worry, Harriet. I will always be your friend. Even if you're a donkey, I'll take care of you.
Unamused Bray. I think it would be better if I explain it here. And I need to, like, side voice if I debated on whether or not to make an alpha for you guys, but I think the donkey just became your alpha, so...
I think so.
Hell yeah, let's get that donkey to talk next season.
When we got budget. But it doesn't move the mouth, they just hired a voice actor.
They do the Mr. Ed thing and they just put peanut butter in its mouth.
Peanut butter.
But he leads you guys to the back, and there's Harriet floating in, like, her normal Harriet clothes in a tube.
Oh.
Harriet, how can you be here and the donkey at the same time?
Don't
Fuck
worry.
off.
It's her soul. Her soul is trapped in the donkey. Put it back.
Oh my god.
Actually, my name's Herman.
What? Why didn't you stop me?
You seemed nice.
Donkey, that's kind of sus.
Donkey.
Donkey talks.
'Cause why not?
I love this
Why?
guy.
Am I conscious? Can I see
Yeah,
or hear?
at this point, you wake up suddenly floating in, like, this, like, kind of bluish liquid. However, if this wasn't shot on high def, but now that it's been translated into high def, Harriet's just, like, hanging on wires in there.
Adrian,
Fine.
Adrian, this harness is really kind of creeping.
That's how they do the big budget movies. Live it.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Hensley, if that even is your real name, what just happened? Because I think all of us, including me, are confused about what just transpired.
Including me.
But especially me.
Your voice seems to be more confident than before.
No, shut up.
Hey,
Sort of like shuffle away.
hey, and Darren puts a hand on his shoulder. That confidence looks good on you.
So with that, he says, "I do believe you need some answers." And he pushes, like, some very well lit up buttons. And then you see where the budget went, which is the headquarters, as things shift and move. It says, "We're an organization known as SWADE. We protect the world from extraterrestrial threats."
Aliens are real? This is surprising.
Is that
To
what the-
me!
Especially me.
As part of the government, we were on a tour to hopefully find the next hosts for our artifacts.
Wait, Mustardman? I think I must have missed that. You know what? I'll catch up. It's gonna
This
be
is-
great.
But
No, no.
Oh, man.
No.
Darren, you get a Benny.
And I relish your next joke.
Aw.
Hey, good.
Harriet gets a Benny, too.
God damn it.
I think we're killing Kyle.
I'm very easy to make laugh, and every single one of you has gotten like a belly laugh from me.
Anything Fury.
But-
I'll be more stoic, I
But
promise.
then it goes into the whole where, like, he talks in the very serious voice as it pans at all of your reactions slowly on the dash. And he does, like, it doesn't show him talking. He probably wasn't even there for that day of filming. They just VO'd it. But he explains the whole setup of, you know, items within media collect enough power. We're not fully sure why, but they're the defenders. These artifacts have existed for millennia, as far as we can tell. These are the ones we were able to track within our country. There's other units all over the world. Some legends say they point all the way back to the Middle Ages or earlier. Merlin. But
Merlin.
you were all chosen to be the avatars of stories. You are the heroes of destiny. You are Swayed Force.
We didn't sign no papers though, right? Like,
No.
I mean,
I don't know if I could work with a team.
like I like doing 6 stunts, but I don't know if like
You will indeed.
I want this like full time. I'm a teen.
Come on, Adrian.
yeah, like I
Come on,
got
Jake.
homework.
Can't do this
Hey,
without
does
you.
this mean that somebody else will do our finals for us?
Can somebody get me out of this
That is
too?
better.
No, at this point, you're like, you've been let out of the tube, but you still have the harness on.
And I'm kind of digging that harness on you though. Looks good.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, maybe we should. You know what? And I'll cross and help Harriet like out of the harness as just like okay, just put your
How'd
foot
you get
just like on my
inside?
foot, just
Yeah.
yeah okay,
You
okay
hand
yeah,
it off
I
to
think
me,
there's a buckle. I think there's a buckle.
grabs it and walks off.
That's-
okay I got you
Okay.
And-
Thank you.
I feel like
Set her
the
down.
editor got lazy and this wasn't even supposed to be in the show.
He wasn't in it actually. Legit.
There's no costuming department. We just do that for each other.
Yeah.
They just threw the rough cut on television, and the editor's like,
Yeah.
can we not put my name on this?
No, there was
We
a
only
better
got
cut, but
partial
someone
funding.
grabbed the wrong Super VHS off the table.
Yeah.
oh god
Whoops.
Okay.
I thought it was
That
being
is-
funny.
But yeah,
I think. Wait.
So-
I'm sorry, Mr. Hensley.
yes.
So
You can call me
exactly-
Shane.
Okay, Mr. Hensley. My parents don't let me do that. So that thing that was out there with the head that exploded, so that's from outer space, and then we
Yes.
got the flavor things, right?
Yes, same outer space.
So I think I'm on board. I think this seems like a really good thing, and especially because these guys are I know these guys are tough kids. And if there's anybody who is incredibly, appropriate choice to combat extraterrestrials, it's definitely the 5 of us misfit teenagers.
Guys,
the-
I always knew we were special. I felt it in my heart.
From the corner, you
I
hear.
mean,
We have dealt with a lot of tragedy and come out fighting.
Yeah, and overcome a lot of challenges. Like, I'm not super coordinated, but look at me. I'm a winner.
I've been working on this sick bod for a while now, and I feel like maybe you're right. Maybe I should use it for the good of mankind.
Yeah.
if everyone else is gonna do it I guess I don't really have much of a choice.
And I mean,
I
if
need just
everybody's
like a
always
box
paying
of bennies to hand
anyway,
to Kyle.
I guess I might as well do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine, I guess we'll work together to stop Emperor Fieri.
Is that what this guy's bad name is? Where does Emperor Fury come from?
No, I think they said that out loud. I'm pretty
Did
sure that
they?
they said that.
I didn't.
Pretty sure that they mentioned it.
Are, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. It's also like up on the giant screen, luckily.
Oh.
Just,
Yeah.
I knew that.
Which
like
is
the rest of us knew.
which is like a green Guy Fieri.
He's got like the little like grooming antenna.
Yeah. It says,
Which are also
no,
frosted.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah, if
stop.
they're not frosted, I don't want it. If he doesn't look like a freaking Zeppeli. I don't know why.
I don't want to be.
All right.
But I don't
So-
understand. Does he also have eyes on the back of his head? Because he has glasses aimed the wrong way.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Those are
But that
eyes.
won't be revealed till later. Where he
Oh,
always
sorry.
has them, and you guys will try and sneak up, and he'll just be like, boom.
He doesn't
But-
have eyes on the back of his head. He's got fries on the back of his head.
That's the
Oh,
tips.
get it.
All right. Though he will go, Lord Fieri is nearly untouchable with our current technology. He's been plaguing this quadrant of the Milky Way,
I bet I could touch him. I could just like go poke.
setting up flavor towns all in this sector. Our intelligence tells us his lieutenant has come this time, known as Triple D. Diners,
sure that's-
drive-ins, and destruction.
Oh.
I like 2 of those things, but the third, that's bad.
Pretty sure the last one is bad. You're right.
And
Derek.
it's
Yeah. I thought it might be diners, though.
and it's 100% a silver Goldar.
Hmm.
Is this Triple D dangerous?
That might have been one of the D's.
No,
That-
he just said.
That'd be a fourth.
Yeah. Oh,
4D.
yeah. I was gonna say we need diners, drive-ins, and destruction's too good. Like substituting too many out. Like it's the 1-2 joke.
Are we supposed to do something about him, or?
Yes, our intelligence says he will likely try and take out the nearest metropolitan center, which, as it would happen to be, is Bathburg.
We live in Bayberg.
Oh no!
Oh, I keep all my stuff there.
The streets will run red with donkey sauce.
Donkey sauce. Shoot.
Wait, what happened to Harriet? Like, how did she end up in a tube, though?
Yeah, good point. Question.
Like, in a tube of donkey sauce. Was that donkey sauce?
No.
It's
Are you
It's
a test
quite-
tube baby?
It tasted a lot more like, like an otter pop that's melted.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, it was tasty.
it's quite hard. We've been analyzing it for years, but the boys in the lab like to call it plot armor.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
At this point, I have my own game of breaking Kyle. So
You know what? Fucking stone face now.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
He's gonna break in 5
yeah,
seconds.
no,
I'm gonna be like
It
GM
is-
Kyle now.
it
Yeah.
appears that sufficiently damaged heroes are brought back to a safe location if transformed, and if not transformed, their avatars take over. This isn't to say no one has ever died on the job,
But
but
nobody has died on the job
no,
so far.
we don't talk about that.
Are we the
'Cause we've
first
seen people
ones
die.
to use this?
Become a big part of who we are.
There is a reason we started the road show 3 months ago. We had some openings.
Okay. So people can quit. That's good. That's good news.
Oh yeah.
So where do we
Sure.
find
I
this
bet they-
Triple D dude
Of it.
before he slathers Bayberg?
We have sensors all over the city as the map changes to think of the city, which is like a New York City block grid with different red glowing lights. They'll say, it seems to be centered around the local mall.
That's where I like to get close.
It's where a lot
I
of
eat
people
there
are
sometimes.
close.
Sometimes I eat there.
Yeah.
At
that
the-
makes
I like to
sense.
skateboard down the middle of the hall while the security guards chase me.
Now, this
like
show
that.
couldn't afford footage of robot and monster battles. So instead, from the back, the donkey of Herman just says, "We should show him the bike, Shane."
The bite?
And the bikes. And it just
Oh,
immediately
we should do
cuts to all of your characters in suits fully transformed, not showing the transformation or anything, driving down the street on color matching motorcycles.
Excellent.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Tight.
beautiful.
Papa Wheelie.
Yeah, you can totally
Footage
pop a
actually
wheelie.
from like another Japanese show that they just like, this will work, right?
Borrowed
Yeah.
them.
This will work.
Just buy
They're
the
from
footage.
like
it's fine.
Voltron.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the colors are there, but the suits are slightly off.
Mhm.
It's actually they color matched it, so that's not even the real colors.
On all of this.
Nice. All right. And with that, you guys are at the mall. Because this is
Okay.
essentially a con game. We keep things rolling.
That's fine.
You guys are at the
So
mall, and you're now.
We all zoom in on our motorcycles.
They don't show the motorcycles pull up. It's like they just did a pass cut, and now you guys are there, but you're also not in your suits anymore.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Should we maybe split up so we can cover more ground? I find that I work better without a big group of people around me. They just get
You
hurt.
shouldn't be at the mall because there's people everywhere.
Exactly.
Also, Mr. Hensley just said that like we should be together.
Right, I just thought we could cut. You know what? Never mind. It's fine.
I mean,
No, it's
yeah,
fine.
I
Hey,
guess you just
Jacob.
don't like us or whatever.
No, it's
You're
fine.
part of this team. You know, and I
Yeah.
think sometimes you forget that, but you are.
Yeah.
Alright.
I say we start at this end and head towards the Sears before it disappears.
By the way, Aurora, it was a great idea
Yes,
to get
we'll
back
always
into our
be there.
civilian costumes so that we could stay low key. Hence us not being in our suits.
Oh, good point.
Oh man, you know these are aliens. Maybe we should go to the Radio Shack.
Yeah, good
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
This is where the show made all its money.
Oh, we go to the mall every episode for some reason.
And the stores are always changing. Because the mall always has the
there's a KB
hippest,
toy
coolest.
upstairs. There's a KB
Oh.
toy upstairs.
We
I
have
bet
to
you
go
can
by
find
there.
something helpful there.
All right.
They have such a good selection of toys at
They
affordable
totally do.
prices.
All right.
Yeah,
I
bet
will
we can find a
say
Super Soaker.
each of you can pick a store to get things to help you.
Yay!
Oh, I was gonna blow mine on Annie Ann's pretzels and just do a pretzel plug.
That is
man.
fine. If you do that, I
Those
will just give you a
pretzels.
penny instead.
I got $1 million, so I'll take it. Before we get up there, I'm feeling a little bit peckish. If it's okay with my new team, maybe we can stop on the Annie Ann's pretzel. Annie Ann's pretzels are just the right amount of filling for just the right amount of cost, and I find that they pair really well with the lemonade that they have there. So if it's okay, Annie Ann's pretzels, everyone.
Oh, you got a little bit of mustard blood on your face. Let me put it on this yummy pretzel.
No, mustard, no.
Oh,
Just
that's
go.
delicious. We
Yeah,
should
there's
do
a
that
producer in the
today.
back like, don't call it blood. Don't call it. And the Annie Ann's is actually like really obviously a Mrs. Fields. They tried to make look like an Annie Ann's because there wasn't an Annie Ann's in the mall.
So good.
All right,
Yeah.
anyone else want to go to any stores to help get things to help you guys fight Triple D?
Oh yeah. So I definitely want to go up to the KB Toys and get some kind of like a Super Soaker or something like that.
Yeah.
Something that we can use to combat these foes,
Nice.
villains.
Yeah, you'll get a +1 on your next smart space skill test. So whatever
Excellent.
smart skill given your character. Anything Aurora, Adrian, or Darren want to go do in the mall. It's just
Yeah.
like mall montage.
I just go to the sunglasses hut, and I know the guy there. I'm like, hey Todd, I'm gonna need more. He just has like a button that he presses and like the tray of special sunglasses I
As they
wear.
come out, it says, "You know we carry all the latest, Darren."
I might need a special pair.
You get a +1 to your next spirit-based skill test.
Yay!
Nice.
Um,
Uh,
I'm gonna go to Sears
there's
and I'm gonna go into the garden section.
Nice.
I'm gonna come out with a lawnmower.
Oh my god. You just have a lawnmower.
Yeah.
I think that's enough of a bonus.
Is it the riding kind?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, those good. Those are good.
All right.
You're the Splatterhouse one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's kind of a Dead Alive vibe going on here.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
I'm gonna go into the Radio Shack, and I'm
Alright.
gonna get a bunch of those like RC cars. That you could get.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm gonna use those as caltrips. That's gonna
Nice.
Tripping.
like tripping people.
Okay,
That's
for
exactly
tripping
what
people.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
do.
Then yeah, I'll allow it for your next agility-based test.
Nice,
Mhm.
nice.
As you guys have that, and then everyone in their shopping sprees has to stop. Now, I will say, Jacob, you specifically had everyone come with you, and you did like the sponsor beforehand. So who were you like with, or were you just like sitting at the food court while they went and did everything?
I figured it would be like a group of cool teens hanging out and having a bunch of fun pretzels together, like tearing off a piece and like throwing it a little bit.
Oh, and it is exactly as diverse as they want it to be.
Yep.
Yeah, but if I had to pick like one in particular who got more of a feature, it's going to be Darren.
All right, so you're there with Darren when it happens, because the whole pretzel scene happens, and then we montage to everybody getting stuff. And while that happens, especially Darren's definitely at the Sunglass Hut, would be both you guys like low angle shot as you're just like looking up.
Yeah.
We have it's right as the lawnmower starts with Aurora as she's sitting on it.
There's also a shot at the Sunglasses Hut where I put on a pair of sunglasses and look, and Jacob is like, and then I take them off, put on another. It's like,
Yeah, they're cutting in between that as we're cutting to other people, since it's the
Yep.
fashion montage. Harriet, you have like a bunch of stuff in your arms leaving the register.
Definitely.
And then Adrian, you have like Radio Shack was sprung extra, so you actually have like Radio Shack bags as
Oh,
it
nice,
happens.
nice.
KB
You gotta really
is
make
like,
sure they get the brand.
yeah. Well, KB's like she has her arms full, but it's a low angle shot, so you see KB above her head perfectly.
Right.
She's walking out.
Beautiful.
It's
It's definitely got super soakers and bubble liquid to put in
yeah.
them.
And Aurora at the Sears. It's not a Sears sponsorship. It's a Black & Decker sponsorship. It's all over behind her.
It's weird that the quality of just this montage is so much higher than the rest of the show.
It's weird.
like, look, all they need to make happy is the sponsors.
Yeah.
The kids are gonna eat this crap up no matter what.
I need to write a sponsorship setting rule. But
Shit, that would be really
The more we do for sponsors, the better we do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like everybody gets dealt a sponsor. And
Right.
you have to do things for it to
Oh
get that.
yeah, if you can work it into your character, you're 100%.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, it happens and it
I'm Blue
rattles.
Pepsi.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
I loved that blue Pepsi. It was so gross.
I love how it's like I loved it. It was so gross.
It was terrible and I love it.
I love it so much it rotted my teeth right out.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, you all hear the sound of like glass shattering from up above as it cuts to the flavorlings like coming down on ropes, but none of the glass is broken.
It
They
wasn't
don't have
me.
that kind of money.
I think that pair's the one that works best for your complexion, but I think we gotta go.
And as they're rappelling out, it does that shot where like it shows them rappelling down and it like tracks with them, and down there in the center of all the ropes is already Triple D there. He's just ha ha ha.
All right.
All right, I guess.
So how do we?
I see that and I start like putting the RC car batteries in, like trying to open the bags and put
We'll
the
assume
batteries.
it's all set up.
I am pouring that. I'm pouring bubble stuff into the super soaker, and I'm gonna look at Adrian. And be like, did they tell us how to activate our suits?
I'm still just
Nah, I
carrying
think
the
you
gun,
just told
right?
us to go.
Yeah. How do we work these things? And I'm gonna pull out the mystery bird thing and I'm gonna stare at it and I'm gonna shake it really hard, like
No,
banging
it's-
it on the
It's one of
table.
those, they never covered how to, but the show doesn't need to cover that for the kids. So just when it's time to
Oh.
transform, you guys all transform at once. When you guys
Okay.
decide it's time to transform, you do. But the thing is once you transform, you don't have the stuff you got from the shops, because that was a totally different recording session.
Yeah. The mall looks totally different in the costumed fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks less abandoned.
So we're all like at the scene, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna deal initiative.
I like drove around and picked you guys up, but it was like real awkward because I've never driven one of these before. And
Oh
so
God,
like, it's like a
mower.
lift kind of thing, and I'm like,
And it goes like 5 miles an hour, maybe.
All right, and an extra card for blue is a king. Ah, damn, you got a 6, Susan. You didn't get the 5
Shoot.
or lower.
Dang it.
All right, the baddies get to go first.
oh no, not the flavorlings.
So with them doing everything, yeah, I'll just have the flavorlings roll as a group roll, and they're gonna go around and they're gonna be intimidating. I'm gonna spend a Benny. All right. So I need everyone to make spirit checks because we're gonna assume this is a group of like them individually, like running around. Ah.
Okay, and
no.
I get a +1 on my next spirit
Yes,
check,
you
right?
do.
Yeah, it was your next test. You can use it either to defend or the next time you do a test with the spirit link skill. You can choose.
Got it.
Oh
I
no.
should also get a minus on notice because I'm wearing sunglasses
That
indoors.
doesn't phase you. It's the 80s and TV.
All right, I know how it works.
That's a success for me.
All right.
That's
Well, I need the amount because it is opposed.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna spend a Benny on it.
Me too.
All right, I got a 5.
I got a 4.
Oh, that's way better. Let's see, 8.
I got a 5, but I'm going to spend a Benny and re-roll it as
All right.
well.
I will say 5 succeeds. If you guys get a 5, you're
Oh, it
done.
does. Then never mind.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
I spent a Benny and I succeeded.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm still at a 4.
All right, so you are shaken. Oh no, with test it's shaken's the raise, so you are distracted.
And what
Nice.
did they roll? Just out of
They
curiosity.
rolled a 5. They rolled double
Okay.
5s with the wild
Right,
die.
gotcha.
All right, and then I keep wanting to call him Goldar, but Triple D is going to point directly at Jacob and just say, "You were supposed to die," and do an intimidate on Jacob.
What does he mean supposed to? What do you mean supposed to?
No one's supposed to die.
Supposed to means it was intended, but it didn't actually happen.
Oh.
Don't be a narc, Triple D.
What'd you roll? Because he aced his
I got a
D8.
9.
He got an
I aced on my
11.
wild.
He got an 11.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think I can beat that, so
No,
I'm
okay.
gonna take it.
Yeah, you are vulnerable.
Oh no. Okay.
All right, but
So,
that is
I mean, as the person, you're always vulnerable.
that is
But yeah, so he wants to be like counter intimidating, be like, don't be a narc, but he's like, don't be a narc.
all right.
It is true that a narc is the worst thing you can be.
All right. Now, again, once you guys decide to transform, we'll do that as a group, but you lose all your bonuses and stuff, so you guys might want to spend a round doing that. Aurora, you're up. Yeah.
Hey, Fierity. Is that French? You're anyway. Whatever.
Oh,
Your
Mike.
ass is grass. And like, and you're like driving everybody who doesn't
Yeah.
bail
Yeah.
towards him.
Yeah.
I'm still holding on to
So are you
the-
looking to injure him, or are you doing a test?
I'm going to try to can I do it like a taunt with this to like
Yeah. Yeah.
intimidate kind of thing?
Yeah, you can.
Since we're intimidate.
Yeah, you can test with any skill. So yeah, you can intimidate. Intimidate is spirit linked, so it won't get your item bonus yet. But yeah, roll an intimidate. You pick. As long as you get at least a 4, he has to roll to resist opposed. I was gonna say you have taunt. You are built for taunt.
Yeah.
And you did make
That's
a
what I
pun,
was like,
so I'll
I
allow
should
taunt. Yeah, you also have Rabble Rouser, which lets you affect a medium burst template with a taunt check.
You?
Yes.
Where's that?
It should be on your suit, I believe.
Oh, no, it says bolster.
Oh, then it must be your edges, because unless I screwed up, but I may not have, or I may have. That's fine then. Bolster also matters because if you succeed, you can take that vulnerable off of Jacob.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I suddenly decided to taunt instead of attack.
All right.
I got a 4.
All right. Do you want to keep the 4?
I think I'm gonna. Can I do the extra effort on this?
You can. It won't have.
Explosions!
I was gonna say it won't have an explosion because you're not in suit form yet.
Oh, bummer.
But this is
No.
just better writing. We're going
Better
off
writing.
book.
No,
We haven't
it's just a
gotten the
6.
explosions.
It's not that much better.
A 6 total. That's fine. He what he? Oh, he is unfazed. He rolled a 7. He just hands on his hip, and it's very obviously like it cut to the costumed one for Triple D.
Film grain.
Yeah. All right. So next up is Darren.
Okay, so I think Darren is just gonna be like, "Hey,
Okay.
you know what? You don't scare us, because we're here as a team, and our hearts are here to defeat you." And then he's just going to run up as fast as he's just gonna run right up to him and just try and like jump kick him.
All right.
No.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check. And I got your message, Jordan.
Cool.
So.
All right. Yeah. I got a 5.
All right. You want to keep it?
Yeah, yes, I'll keep it.
All right. He also rolled a 5. He has first strike.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm
All
going to
right, see you in
spend
hell, Darren.
one of his bennies. There we go. 7. What is your parry, Darren?
My parry is 5.
All right. So he catches you, and this is also partially because you gotta get going. You have a podcast to record. So you go to fly, and they do a quick cut where they try to just have the shoes of whoever did the flying kick at him, because everything of Triple D is a totally different
Right.
footage. But he catches the shoes and throws, and they like motion blurred the hell out of it, where it's very obvious they like he caught Darren and chucked him up into the second floor,
Ah!
and Darren's unconscious and away. So you can.
Darren, as he's flying,
Oh,
as Darren is flying, he's like, "You can do it without me."
oh my gosh, they took Darren. No. Ah.
And then there's like footage of all the flavor links on the second floor, like moving over to where Darren was. So you guys just have to deal with DDD, Triple D. But
King
Kirby's favorite villain.
Yeah, King DDD.
but you guys just have to deal with Triple D as he's like all the flavor links are rushing to take Darren. Darren would be kidnapped, and that's a setup for episode 2, which will never happen. So with that, just to take a quick pause, because again, Jordan has to duck out. He's way more important than all of us.
Oh
Not true.
no, I just overcommit myself to everything.
You do.
Mhm.
But I hope you enjoyed.
Thanks a lot, Jordan.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys for playing. Sorry I have to duck out a little early.
No, it's
but
fine.
This has been really fun.
That was awesome.
I was gonna say, sorry you had the least serious game I think I've ran in like 10 years.
I love playing not serious games. They're
Wait, you
great.
guys- I
It
thought
was a
this
pleasure
was
to
serious.
play with you.
Well, it was really great playing with you guys and meeting everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna block you guys from doing the role playing too long, but thanks for having me on,
Yeah.
and I hope the rest of it goes well.
Yeah. Check out Jordan on Wild Cards, all that. Everybody knows where he is, and I'll
Yep.
talk to you later, man.
All right, see ya.
Later.
Bye.
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 Hi.
I think he's disappeared.
And
There he
this
goes.
became
And
another
he's gone.
special Episode.
Oh no,
Dead.
Darren's gone now.
Oh god.
Darren's gone.
Darren's gonna be kidnapped and brainwashed, and he's gonna be the new evil ranger.
Oh
Darren's
no!
gone.
Oh, that's actually a really good arc, though. Like,
Yeah.
Double evil.
that's pretty juicy.
Yeah,
Tragedy.
we need to figure out at some point to just stream a Tokusatsu game on this channel, because I'll have you guys on and we'll just make it crazy.
Like a
Oh.
weird.
This is I'm like a forever GM in our group,
Yeah.
so like playing the game is a delight, and you're crushing. Like everybody's been just killing me. Y'all are so funny.
I usually have energy after work, so you're getting my after work cat, which is sorry
Excellent.
about that.
All
You're
right.
doing great. You're
So-
doing great.
Moving
Yeah.
Alright.
moving forward, it is Harriet's turn.
Okay, so I am. How far am I from the triple D fella?
Within plot appropriate distance, because Aurora
Okay,
got
great.
you there.
So I'm going to use my super soaker gun that is filled with bubble fluid, and I'm actually going to try and shoot it at the double D, triple D,
Triple
whatever
D. Yeah.
in an attempt to create a very slick space underneath its feet as a trick to agility trick to try and make
Okay.
it slippery and not very mobile and fall down. Hopefully.
Well, having the Eye of Mystery, having Noir, you get a +1 to all your shooting rolls, and you.
That's good because I'm still untrained. in
I'll
that,
count
and
the
I still have
+1 that was going to be to smarts to this instead, because it's still a test.
Okay,
so
that
just makes
cancels
it
out the
trained.
distracted.
Yeah, that just makes it trained.
No, it still makes it untrained.
Oh yeah, because you have distracted. That's right.
Right.
Hmm.
I'm spending a Benny because I can.
Do it.
You got this.
I got a 5 on that one. So that
Alright.
oh no, it's still a fail. Sorry.
His agility won't be a D8. Triple
No,
D.
it's still a fail.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I do like that new rule. It does speed up. Where opposed, if you don't get at least a 4,
Yeah.
there's no opposed roll.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
Because it's untrained, so I had to subtract the 2. So
all right, and Jacob, you go. So you go and spray like, oh, we'll hit him, and they don't even show. Like they just show him there the exact
I'm
same
like-
clip of him laughing.
So the I almost called them the fingerlings. The flavorlings, they're off screen now. Like they are
Yes.
not targets.
Yes. Yeah. We'll just eliminate them.
So I'm only vulnerable. So with
Yep.
that, hmm.
and we haven't transformed yet.
No, you have not.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So I think I am gonna rush in, and he's just gonna keep it very simple. Just wild attack right to Triple D.
All right.
Just big like guttural yell. I'm gonna spend a Benny. There it is. That's the money. So that's going to be 9, but with a wild attack, 11.
That is a raise.
Nice.
Oh, damn. So then I'll roll damage.
This is gonna be one of those cuts where like it goes and it's very much the back of Triple D, as it was like the stunt double costume that they got in.
Oh, no. So 16, 17, 18.
Nice.
18 damage. Nice.
This specific die is just going wild.
All right, so I'm gonna
That's what I
grab
call it.
these. I won't count Jordan towards a Benny, but there are 4 of you. Hey, thanks for following, Gontis. There's 4 of you.
Hey, Gontes! He's one of ours. Hi, Gontes!
Triple D
Hi,
still
Gontes.
has 1 Benny, so I will use my spiffy Chupacabra Bennies. Just got it.
Nice.
Ooh.
They have a
Yes.
nice weight to them. I love chucking them. But all right. So what was that damage again?
18?
16.
Six-
I
oh.
think it was 16 or 18. Was it 18?
Did you
We'll
have
call it
wild
16.
attack? Did you have
Okay.
the wild attack?
Does wild attack add to damage?
Yes.
I thought it was just an attack roll.
It's hit and
Yes.
damage.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Then we'll say it was 18 then.
Yeah, 18. All right, so that's 11
That's
over. So that is 2 wounds. He will
Scratch.
roll to soak.
Thank God.
Oh, all these
I'm sorry, I punched him so hard.
The mask comes off.
The latex slips.
All right, I'm going to spend another Benny to soak.
Oh no.
There we go. He soaks 1. Having 1 wound is
Okay.
not bad. You hit
Okay.
And it's like very much it shows just like you fighting and him to the back as he's stumbling backwards.
You were saying about someone supposed to die, Triple D.
All right, and next up is Adrian.
Yeah. So while Jacob's fighting, I'm going to try to stealth my RC cars behind DDD. Triple D, darn it. So he'll fall backwards onto them. So
Yeah.
I want to know if that's a good stealth
Yeah.
roll.
Give me stealth. I'll count your +1
Yeah.
from the cars.
Thank you.
This is actually
Okay, so it's a 5.
this is dexterity based. His bad suit means he has a D4 dexterity.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Does Thief add to stealth in this edition?
Thief adds to stealth in urban environments, and a mole
Yeah.
is an urban environment.
Yeah.
So then you're actually 2 higher.
Oh my god, so I'm 7 now.
Ooh.
7,
Woof.
nice. That means he just barely passed. Because he aced on his wild die and got a 1, so he rolled a 7.
Oh, no.
I have a Benny.
Spend that Benny!
I have a Benny.
I'll let you spend the Benny.
Get 'em.
Thank you. They're 4s, so exactly the same.
Shit.
Damn it, go. DDD.
DDD. All right, so next up is Aurora. You're at the top.
I am going to I'm gonna stand on top of my lawnmower,
All right.
like it's still going. Because I realized that really I haven't been the one driving it. It's been driving itself.
Makes sense.
Straight line.
And all I've been doing is stopping it occasionally. And so it's going in a straight line towards him, and I just get up and I put one foot on the seat and 1 foot on like the handlebar area.
Yeah.
And I like kind of pose with my chainsaw. And I was like, they said you were untouchable. Well, watch this. And like we drive into him, and I just like reach out and I touch him with my chainsaw.
Nice. Give me
Gentle pop.
give me an athletics test.
Perfect.
So good.
This is also like a bad edit where they took the chainsaw in front of a blue screen and then had like a still frame of like a side shot of his face as the chainsaw is coming in.
Yeah, it's like it's like a mannequin of his face, and it doesn't.
cheap foam head.
Oh no,
Cheeks hurt.
I got it too.
Oh, he doesn't
Ugh.
even need to roll to resist, but he rolled a 9, so.
I like that you go right by and the chainsaw.
I just keep going.
Eh.
start plowing through all the remote control cars.
It cuts to the exact same clip of his hands on his hips laughing again.
You just hear as the cars get run over.
All right. Does
Plastic.
anyone have their mole items left, or have they all been used? I think they've
Yeah,
all been
they've been
used.
used.
All right. Do you guys want to transform?
Yes.
Heck
like to
yeah.
transform.
Heck yeah.
Transformation time.
Lots of explosions everywhere.
I almost did. I almost hit him right in the face. I went, psh, psh.
No, you did.
Oh God, I love the concept that if somehow you kill the monster before you guys transform, it's that the producers couldn't afford the actual Tokusatsu footage.
So, but we all had to kind of run together so that we're standing
Yeah.
like really close and looking powerful when we do it, right?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
but like
Right,
what
you
it
always have
means
to
is then
transform
like
next to each other.
if the group transforms, it then means we're now starting the Tokusatsu footage, so everyone resets their wounds because it's
Okay,
just
right,
totally new
yeah.
footage.
Okay.
That is such a fun way to play with that rule.
I've had fun
my
prepping this.
Yeah, I bet.
It shows because I feel like we're all having a lot of fun playing it.
Yes.
Well, thank you. All right, so with that, you are up, Jacob. It has done the transformation, and Jacob is there. And again, this is a tokusatsu, so now you guys have better effects, which means Jacob's
cool.
actually like floating.
All right, so then what I'm gonna do then is, for my only action this round, he's gonna sort of like flip Merlin to the side, and there's like some very cheap, like twinkling special effects on the underside of the cape, and then there's like a wipe to some starlight, and I'm going to try to cast boost onto everybody.
Okay.
I forget who was untrained with shooting. Was that Jordan
That was me.
before
No, that was
Harriet.
me.
Okay. Harriet, but everyone else like is fighting? Okay, well then I'm gonna target you with boost shooting because I want you to have a rank.
So much.
And we'll actually say in like Harriet's transformed form, your like statue head is incorporated into your suit. Because
like
it wouldn't be as awkward for the tokusatsu stuff.
That's tight as hell. I got an 8, which is a hit with a raise.
Yep.
So I believe that gives you a D6 in shooting.
It
Nice.
does. For 5 rounds.
Yep. So like the glimmer effect cuts across, and then you sort of like have a little bit of glimmer left on your character when the wipe is over.
Awesome. I
All
feel
right.
better.
I believe in all of you. Even though Darren's missing now, he was right. We can do this as a team.
He was our
Exactly.
part.
He was
sort of
our
like-
part.
It's sort of like how I helped you get that B on that trig test.
You know, this battle to
Fair.
the death is like how you helped me get that B on the trig test.
I will say, I was so tempted to make a heart character where one of their armor power-ups, because it can give any edge, was just Animal Companion.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
that'd be
that would have been
cute.
tight, actually.
Well, we have the donkey, so we're
Yeah.
good.
That's future plot points. That's when we get the golden silvers.
You just
Right.
deep fried our heart, but we're gonna tear you up.
All right, so
Hey.
Adrian, you're up.
Oh, it's me! Yay! So yeah, for my transformation, I feel like a lot of like text symbol, like it looks like a visor at first, and like kind of goes down, and you see the numbers and stuff, and it goes on, and then the shield pops up, and it's like, yeah, I see this triple D. Oh my god, I keep
Triple three.
triple three. And I'm going to try and push him back since the cars.
All right.
Well, since the since the lawnmower's back there, I'm going to try to like push him over the lawnmower.
Nice. I did actually forget to mention on yours, not only does Noir have knockback, so does Datapad.
Oh, nice.
So
Yes!
if you hit, he gets knocked back 1 pace.
Beautiful.
That's pretty tight.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to try to hit him. See what happens.
Yeah, that was they were all originally tied to specific ones. I was like, what if it just randomizes what genre?
Mhm.
8.
Ooh.
Ooh, all right. And this is
Ouch.
against Triple D. That doesn't hit with a raise, but it hits.
That's what matters.
That'll do.
That'll do it.
So he does go back the 1 pace.
Yeah, he knocks back the 1 pace.
Don't forget your D4.
Oh, right. Sorry. Hold on. I got a 1 and a 3. You can reroll.
You can reroll damage. this
Damage
way.
now.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
going
spend
to
a
use
penny
Benny
to
now. I was
reroll
like, wait a minute. There's a new rule.
That's like one of the rules we have to remind ourselves of every
Yes.
stream.
Yes.
I got a 3 and a 1 again.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I really have a problem. Okay,
You can use
continue.
his dice.
Yeah.
But your basic knockback would still activate. So
Yes.
he's going to get shoved.
Oh, okay. So he gets shoved over the.
Yeah. Now I will point out something very sad. Remember, the lawnmower wasn't there when they record the tokusatsu. That was in the American recording.
Right.
Darn it!
It's a water fountain.
Yes, it's a water fountain.
It's
And
a
he
water
splashes.
fountain.
Ugh.
Oh no, he's not as crispy.
All right. The baddies now get to go, which is Triple D. And you know what? I'm just going to randomize who he attacks. 3. Oh, Adrian. All right. So he comes back up on Adrian, and he doesn't actually hit you. Since you did a CGI effect against him, he's going to do a CGI effect against you.
No.
And he's just going to go, I am diners, drive-ins, and destruction. And as he does that, cola sprays out of his hands.
No. My only weakness.
Which, yeah, he's spending a Benny.
Quick, drink it.
He's spending a Benny.
I drink it. How much do I have to do?
Yeah,
How much
exactly.
soda do I have?
6. All right, he doesn't hit with the...
I'm a teen. I can just roll a vigor roll. I can do this.
He doesn't
Oh,
hit
that's
with
so
a raise,
Oh, nice.
but
That's good.
he hits for 2d6, and you are slowed because you're now sticky.
Oh no.
Was cover factored in from the shield by chance?
Ooh, he did
Oh,
roll
yeah,
a
that's
6 though.
Okay.
But good point out.
Good thought. Good thought. Good thought.
Yeah.
3 and 2, so 5 damage.
5 damage.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll to soap.
your
No,
your
your
toughness should be
second.
high enough. There's a slash with what your toughness is.
Oh, it
in
is.
suit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have like an
Your
8.
uniform-
Everything's very small on the
Yeah.
screen
Sorry.
because we're sharing.
We're sharing the screen, so I was like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
good.
I realized very quickly part of picking more than heroes was all the suits get +2 extra armor. I'm like, everyone has +4 armor now.
Nice.
You gotta pump that AP. That's the
Mm.
way.
Yeah. All right, and then finally is Harriet, but it's a 2, which means you get to ignore your first multi-action penalty. We're
Oh.
calculating.
That's what Render has.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, calculating means you now get to take 2 actions. but no
All right.
penalty,
So,
or 3 at a -2.
so I'm just gonna take 2. So the protecting component of my gear, does that happen automatically, or
Yes, but you pick who it goes to. Because it's
okay.
1.
do I have to
target.
do it now, or can I do it later when somebody's under attack?
I'll say you can pick at any point, but once you pick, it's like locked into their next turn.
Okay. So I'm going to pull up the blue-eyed falcon thing.
Yeah, the eyes are blue now.
And take a shot. So I now have my excellent D6 shooting, still +1.
Yes. Yeah, you still get
All right.
+1 to all shooting from the Falcon.
Thank God, because that's a 5.
Nice. All right, that hits.
Nice.
So I should get a 2d6,
Yep.
and I'm going to be spending a Benny on that one because that was only 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you
That's a 9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
That will shake him.
And it because his wound went away when we did the transformation,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then I am going to just run, and he just backed up to the. Oh, when I hit him,
It'll knock
he-
him back, so you can knock him
he's-
back into the fountain if you want.
right. So I'm gonna try and do a wild. I don't know. Is it a wild attack kind of strike to try and knock him into the fountain?
Well, you can already say you got knocked into the fountain because he had just gotten up out of it, and your shot did knock back.
Oh, okay, so he's in the fountain now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up and do a melee attack on him.
All right.
With
He's
my
prone, so you get
special-
+2. If you
Okay.
do wild, it'll be another +2.
and it's martial artist.
Yes, which gives you +1.
Right.
So you could headshot at a +1.
Right. I am totally gonna be. I'm just gonna try and do a special, whatever punch to the neck area.
All right.
A throat punch.
Straight to the jugs.
Yeah. Right.
Jugular.
That is
Yeah,
a
the jugs.
6. Yeah. Exactly.
a
that's a
6 hits his parry.
Great.
You do
Um,
+6 damage because wild attack and vital shot.
So it's +6. Okay.
Strength plus a D4.
Right. Strength's terrible.
Yeah, Billy has a Blue Ranger has a
Right.
D4 strength. So
7 plus. That's 13.
13.
Blue.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, Louis.
All right, 13 is 6 over, so that's a wound. I'm just gonna take it
Nice.
because that would. Oh wait,
Nice.
yeah, I have 1 Benny left, so I'm
It's
just.
already
gonna take it.
shaken. Already shaken, right?
Yes, but it's still just enough for a wound, so it's a wound. A wound's a wound
Okay.
is a wound. All right. Deal cards. Oh, everybody gets a Benny.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
But also,
We get a Banny.
But who got the Joker?
Yeah.
So, who got the Joker was Char.
oh
So
yeah,
Good.
Aurora gets the
Nice,
Joker.
Char. Woo.
And what did I get?
You have a 4.
Yay!
I figure if it's
Or
a
no,
5 or
Yay!
I was gonna say, I figure if it's a 5 or lower and you're already last, I'm not gonna bother dealing the second card.
No, that's fine. I just wanted the calculating. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get excited about having the
Yeah.
lowest initiative ever.
Hesitant calculating is so good. As long as you're okay going last.
In our Saturday stream, one of our characters has that combo going.
Yeah, love it.
So it's so Triple D is
Prone
in the
in
fountain.
the water. Prone in the water, wounded. Char, you're up with a Joker unless you want to be on hold.
So prone gives
It will
Some
give
kind of-
+2 to all melee attacks and ranged attacks if you're within 5 paces.
okay.
If you're further than that, it's a -2.
This seems like a job for Splatterhouse. Yes, so I'm gonna do like a cartwheel and then a backflip and then another cartwheel and then like
with
2
a
more
chainsaw.
flips and I'll land with like on the edge of the fountain and I'll be like, this fountain's gonna turn red and I aim the thing like right down into him.
All right. Are you wild attacking?
Brutal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you have
Oh
a
my.
total of +6 to hit.
Oh my god.
Are you going for a vitals or headshot at -4 for +4 damage?
Headshot.
Yeah.
Cut his head off, please?
Take off one of the D's.
Oh God.
Diners.
I'm going for the
Right
diner.
off.
That's what his wounds are. Each wound is one of the D's.
It like burns away because it has like a D, a D, and a D, and just like a triangle of D's.
All right. Let's see. I got 5s, the 6s. So I got like 11 minus headshot.
Is
Which is-
4, so that is a 7? Yeah, it's a 7. It's a hit, but not a
quite
raise.
a raise.
Yeah.
I want to do extra effort.
All right.
Yeah.
Explosions.
Wait, what is the extra effort rule? Did I miss that?
That
somewhere?
is, it's an optional rule in the core rules. You can
Oh,
spend
I
a
forgot
Benny
about-
to add a D6.
That's right. I forgot about
It's a 6. So where was
You
was
hit
that?
with a raise.
Wait, but I got it.
It keeps
aced.
going, but yeah, you hit with a raise.
Plus another 2.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
Beast mode. So just. So as I feel like this is one of those where like some of these were spliced in where they literally just got like Japanese B horror movies mixed in with
Yeah.
this
Oh,
too, because
yeah.
it's like this is like someone else used the Goldar suit, so this is like a chainsaw cam where it's just on the blade as it's going down. So yeah, you have strength plus a D6 plus 8.
Oofa.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Nice.
4
Plus-
for the head,
Plus a raise.
2
right?
for
Plus the
yeah,
Oof.
2 for the wild, 2 for the
Oh my
Joker.
god.
So you have strength
Beautiful.
plus 2d6
God.
plus 8.
That's
Rip in peace.
gnarly. Doesn't even cover it.
All right, so 15. Hold on. 20 plus
Ugh.
8?
28.
28.
Okay, so this is 21 damage over. So this is 5 wounds, and I have no bennies.
So like I just like start
Seems like
cutting
death.
pieces off.
This is one of those, I have done this before, and this especially when it's supposed to be, it's a kid's pictures, but something went really wrong. So in the final shot, it's like you going in, it's just cut the credits.
I actually like the spirit of the horror, the spirit of Splatterhouse has taken over me. Like I was gonna actually just do like the special effect move, and all of a sudden I'm like really ripping him apart.
there is just gruesome stuff on the cutting room floor. But as far as what the kids at home see, no, it goes like and then it's cut to commercial. And we will cut back and you guys are all teenagers again.
And then there's just a different actress for Aurora.
Okay, yeah, take a Benny. Take a Benny.
I guess the last D was actually death.
Yeah, Aurora, you now have the whip.
Okay.
It's so much safer now.
Yellow is now played by a different actress with a whip.
Totally different kid.
The end of the whip has like a cap now.
It's orange.
Yeah, every single one of our weapons have like foam things on them. Like the Super Soaker has an orange tip on it.
All right, so you guys now get to narrate the like aftermath of this with Aurora being a different actor, but
you're the team leader now.
Jordan's character is gone. It'll be like that, and you guys will be like, what's going on? And you see up, and the putties are, like, running away. They don't show Jordan's character, but it's like, they took him! You don't see him, just the putties running.
Oh. What are we going to do about Darren?
Went away.
And that is the end of the clip. That's the cliffhanger for the end of the episode.
Dun, 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 dun.
Beautiful.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, so funny.
That was light.
We just had fun. It was good.
I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified running a comedy game because it can bomb. It can bomb hard.
Comedy is so hard.
Yeah. But I went in going, we're gonna start pushing it that our tagline for this is one shot Wednesdays, every week's a new con game. I was like, just run it like it's a con game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
And
It was great. Oh my God.
We had a lot of fun.
This was so fun.
Yeah.
Everybody, y'all are so charming and fun.
Ridiculous.
Also,
We would hope
can
so.
I just say that the flavorlings or the fingerlings?
Flavorlings. No, you're right.
right.
You're right.
I just can't. Like, you can't. It's so good.
Very
I
early
love it.
on, I was like, oh my God, I want the villain to be Guy Fieri and his General Goldar to be Triple D. And I was like, he would have flavorlings and he would be making Flavor Town.
Oh my God.
And then I just like stole from Hitchhiker's Guide of like, your planet has been selected for the new location of Flavor Town.
I just pictured them all as like packets of condiments just flowing.
That's
Right?
fine.
Yeah.
You know, just like
Mhm.
stomping on
I imagine the mothership being his
Shipwrecked
car
terrible.
that he gets into, like his
that
big
hideous thing.
Oh man,
That-
I missed that. I would have
Ah.
given that to you because yeah, just it's a big sparkling Cadillac.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, like that.
And,
like
like,
his
coming-
head is like the top of it, like
The pinata killed me.
oh yeah, the
Like
pinata
that.
was
Yeah, the
great.
piano was
Bomb.
excellent.
I
Mhm.
Yeah.
the combat was running long because obviously this is a very RP heavy session. I was like, I
Oh,
just want it
yeah.
to be RP heavy. I'm like, well, we got it. I knew Jordan had to leave at 10. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
it's been enough rounds. I'm just gonna drop some. How do I end this? A flavor bomb. How would
good.
how would
That's good.
Lord Fieri make a flavor bomb? A pinata
Right.
of his head.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's how he would. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how everybody else in the world would.
Right?
Yep.
So I hope the viewers we still have enjoyed the show. I hope
Yeah.
it sounds like you guys enjoyed it, which is great. I
Yep.
may
This-
need to
this-
get both of you guys on again to do a different Savage Tokusatsu where I go completely differently because it's such a
Yeah.
expansive.
I'm fine with that.
Like at some
know.
point, I need to make like a kaiju one where you guys have to But again, it's me, so I would go like comedy kaiju, and you just have to catch something huge that shouldn't be
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, I would
I
love
mean,
to
that
do
would be really fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
have a couple of settings too, so like we'll come on whenever.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
was a
God,
treat.
not a comedy, but I just thought of a great way to do a kaiju game. It's a
Yeah.
Ghostbusters game using the kaiju rules.
How is that not a comedy?
Not this kind of comedy.
Fair,
Yeah,
point.
right.
fair point.
Not so silly.
That'd be good for the Rage guy.
The Reish guys, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be.
That'd be
we
really
actually have a
Yeah.
ghost kaiju.
Nice.
And then
So that
you
would be
just
perfect
do
one for
like the Ghostbusters have to deal with a ghost kaiju,
It's beautiful.
and that could be amazing. So
Yes.
yeah, I'll be in touch with you guys because that's
Sure.
we.
Well, great
need to do
setting,
more
you
of
guys.
this.
Great
Yeah,
setting, and
great book.
excellent work. I downloaded it today. I downloaded the test drive today. I'll have to download the rest of it. But I really
Awesome.
enjoyed it. It's very creative and fun, and it gives us all of us savages out here just an awesome toolkit to do crazy stuff. So
Awesome.
Well
That's
Thank
super
you.
good to hear. We were sweating it for a while, whether people would like it or
We
not.
honestly just want to do 6 stunts in a system we really like.
Hella
So
stunts.
Oh, I'll be
the
honest.
fact that you like is good.
When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh man," because it's right when swag was coming, and there's been some not great products out. I'm like, "Oh, I'm worried," and I'm so happy I read this. 'Cause I'm like, "This is amazing.
Yeah.
I can do so much weird stuff because I do weird stuff."
yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like compared to some of the other ones, I feel like it's really swayed.
Yes,
You know, like as opposed to some of the stuff that seems kind of cobbled and
yeah,
morphed.
this
with
feels
it,
like it was
so-
built for Suede.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
we really made sure because before Suede came out, we had sort of the beta for it. So when we got our hands on the early copies of Suede, like when the
Yeah.
Kickstarter launched, like the
Mhm.
first thing we did was dive in, and we had to revise it a couple of times because of
I bet.
Shane and everyone's revisions, specifically to like vehicles and size.
You're like, God damn it, we just did this section.
Yeah, like the day we finished the kaiju rules for the second time, they were like, "Oh yeah, we changed vehicles and gargantuan creatures," and we were like, "Oh fuck, cool."
Yeah.
Cool,
I
cool, cool.
got the text. I got the text and I was like, "What the hell?" Like I was like, "Okay, I guess scrap it. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
toss it out.
toss it in the garbage."
Yeah. Do we? Is it okay if we like sort of plug what we do and
Yeah.
where people can find us?
No, definitely
Cool.
plug.
Heck yeah.
So we are BPB Games. You can find us on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Best Pal Brigade. On Tuesdays, we run a Savage Tokusatsu campaign that is using the core adventure from the book Fire Team on the Scene. On Saturdays, we run another Savage Worlds game called Star Streamers, which is a game where the chat in the Twitch is canonical, and all of our chat role plays and has characters that they summon,
Wow.
and the player characters are live streamers in like a science fantasy universe of like capitalism and clout chasing run amok.
Wow.
There's a pay what you want setting document and a bunch of adventures on drive-through for Star Streamers. We absolutely love it. Twitter, we're at BPB Games, Facebook.com/BPB Games, YouTube.com/Best Pal Brigade, Patreon.com/BPB Games. I mean, did I
Yeah.
miss anything?
No. We have a.
Yeah, we have a Discord.
That's it.
It's mostly just chill people.
And you can get the setting at Drive-Thru RPG, right?
Yes.
You can
yes.
find all of our stuff on Drive-Thru RPG. You can search for
Best Pal.
BPB
Oh,
Game.
BPP game. Okay.
Yeah.
It happens to me too.
I was like, damn it.
But yeah, you can search that. You can search Kyle Cardy. But once you sort of find one of our products, we try to keep them all listed on the pages.
I hear about your games. I'm like, all right, Susan, we need to pack it up. Just stop Twitch. They already got this covered for Savage World.